welcome to episode 2 of the Hooligan Sports Podcast. I'm Ray. I'm bringing it in today. Having a lot of fun here watching the Kings game with my boys DJ, Josh, Bustiana Bustos, and Mr. Banger. And we have our mystery guest, mystery man, Lucha Tommy, because real Tommy decided to go to the Kings game without us today.
Yeah, we were supposed to have all 5 of us like last week, but last minute, I guess Tommy got some free tickets to the Kings game and decided seeing the Kings and the Ducks were more important than hanging out with us today.
With and the boys. How did he get how did he get those tickets?
So the interesting part of this whole ordeal is, I guess Tommy was watching some March Madness at the bar this afternoon.
Mr. North Carolina himself.
Mr. Tar Heel.
Almost lost their first round game.
Dude, seriously.
And he was wearing a Hooligan Hockey Quack is Whack t-shirt. And somebody came up to him seeing this shirt and was like, "Oh, are you going to the game today?" And he was like, "No, I'm not." So, here's some free tickets. So the Hooligan shirt is what ended up getting him these free tickets. And then he ditches the Hooligan podcast. So
you know what, though? I must say that we all wanted to go to this game, right? Even if the Kings suck, we want to beat our rivals every fucking time. And
Kings-Ducks game.
My thing, though, is I just want to meet the people that go around and just have tickets in their pocket to give the people, because where are you at? I need some tickets.
Exactly.
How do you find this guy?
How do you find them? I've never, ever had that before.
I wear Quack is Whack t-shirts all the time. I've never gotten
I have
tickets.
stickers on my phone, like on my other phone case.
Especially for a shirt, just wearing a shirt.
It's pretty good.
I have a flag that I put up, and no one's even
giving
me free tickets for it.
Only time I get free tickets is through people I know, but that's about it.
And then on top of that, nobody even got invited. Like, he just used all 4 tickets himself.
Peace, guys.
Later, guys.
Love you. I'm going to have an IP at the game and watch him win, maybe.
So, yeah, we decided to replace him today with our Rams mannequin here.
Booyaka. Let's go, Rams.
Tommy 2.0.
Yeah, he's better, too, because he's a diehard Rams fan, even more diehard.
Right.
I mean, he has a pin, Let's Go Rams. Tommy doesn't pull that off.
Right. Anyways, boys, big day today. A lot of things going on. Let's talk about those Lakers, man. What's going on?
That's it.
Lakers
done deal.
What's
Lakers
going on,
are done.
Josh?
They're officially eliminated from the playoffs.
I guess you can say the Jello is jiggling.
Yeah.
The butter's cold.
It's like this season's in the refrigerator. The door's
closed, the lights are out, the eggs are cold, the butter's getting hard, and the playoffs are missing.
Rest in
Love
peace,
you,
Chicky.
chick. Yeah, buddy, miss you.
This is the first time LeBron has missed the playoffs since 2005.
Wow.
Damn.
Here's some interesting stats that's happened. 95% of the league were not even in the league when that happened.
I believe
Steve
it.
Nash was the MVP.
Wow.
Sheesh.
Seattle had an NBA team.
Rest in peace, Supersonics.
And the Laker coach was Rudy Tomjanovich, replaced by Frank Hamlin.
Wow.
So it's been a while since LeBron's missed the playoffs.
What a time.
Trip
right
So
now.
with LeBron and the Lakers missing the playoffs, what do you think the Lakers should do with minutes wise for LeBron?
What was the last part, sorry?
What should the Lakers do with the minutes of LeBron?
I mean,
Should they play him? Should they bench him? Should they eliminate him?
Yeah, they're going to be resting him. I think they've said that that's going to be the idea going forward, just because, what is he right now? 35, 36 range.
Yeah.
And
which is a decent amount.
Yeah, 3 years left on his contract, so I guess they're going to be shutting him down. At this point, I mean, no playoffs. Might as well get that better draft pick. Maybe we'll get lucky, get Zion.
You never know.
Or Jay Moore.
That'd be sick.
Murray State. Jay was sick that first round game.
Yeah.
Having a triple-double, 15 time only in NCAA history.
It's filthy. It's filthy.
LeBron James.
I had to wait that long. I was dying to
Did you see? I watched some of the game against the Brooklyn this week.
I did.
You see that injury he almost pulled off near the end of that game?
Dude.
After seeing that, I've seen Kobe there in that little run when he got the Lakers in the playoffs and he hurt his Achilles.
Yeah, dude, bro.
He's done.
Just sit down.
Down. He's done for the year.
Yeah, we need you healthy. And he's at the same age that Kobe was when he sprained his ankle or tore his ACL.
Yeah.
And so it's like, or tore his Achilles, not ACL.
Yeah,
sorry,
Achilles, yeah.
Sorry, I'm way tripping. But I agree. Sitting him is good. I mean, he needs to play because people pay to see him. People go there. That's the thing I was talking about with someone else earlier this week about the Lakers. People come from all over the world to watch the Lakers play. That's why tickets start at $100 usually on secondhand resale. So, you got to start him, but yeah, keep him healthy. Make competitive games, but losses are great right now. Get us a better draft lottery chance. Hopefully we can land Zion or some really sick talent. The tournament's really good this year, so you have a lot of good talent coming up in this draft, and hopefully we can make a splash.
Yeah, and the thing about the Lakers, they're very much like the Kings right now because
we can Staples Center
we can use the same talking points that we're using for the Lakers.
It is the Staples Centers.
Right, yeah, we can use it exactly for the Kings. Like, well, at this point, we might as well just try to get a good draft, thing, and I guess even transitioning into some Kings talk right here. With LeBron situation, resting him, and I guess you can even say the same thing for some of the Kings if you really wanted to. But I don't know. I necessarily don't know if hockey ever operates like that. I've never known of them just like shutting people down.
I think hockey, they're more like diehards, so they more like they'll rough it up and tough it up until they actually really hurt.
Yeah, and what's just crazy,
and even when they're hurt,
yeah, exactly. They'll play hurt, and it's such more, they're even more physical.
Broken
and
bones,
they'll still play
crazy.
good.
I'll never forget after we won the second cup in 2014, or the Kings, I should say, won the second cup.
No, bro, I saw you out there. You don't have to.
Yeah, right. I was playing those minutes.
We all won it together.
You're a part of the Black Aces.
I definitely did sneak in the Staples Center, but that's another story for another day.
I gotta hear it.
How was that?
He has a friend.
What were you gonna say, Josh?
How was that being on the ice on Staples Center?
Oh, dude, yeah. Me and my wife and I and a couple of our friends got to go on the ice before the Sharks Kings game.
Where was the invite there?
I know.
Who's still calling you out?
Hey, I didn't know you wanted to go. I'm sorry. And may call it even for the Lakers non-invites, right? But it was fun, man. Thanks for asking. A really good time out there. Missed my buddies up north, and my Sharks buddies got to come down, check out Staples Center, and watch the Kings beat the shit out of the Sharks. So, it was a win-win.
It must have been fun.
Icing on the cake.
So how about that? Since we're talking about the Kings, let's transition to that Kings. What do you think of that win against the Sharks?
I mean,
oh, dude, it's money.
The highlight of the whole evening, obviously, the one thing that, obviously, the win was nice and beating your rivals nice, but as anyone who follows us on social media, Hooligan Hockey knows, the best video I think of the season. One of our season highlights is none other than Ron Burgundy.
0 Stanley Cups. 0 Stanley Cups for the San Jose Sharks. They wouldn't even know what the Stanley Cup looked like. It fell on their head.
It's amazing.
And that's something we have forever now.
Yeah, it's just like forever.
Where they finally brought something to hockey that you'll never see ever. I think they probably got more. This was more talked about than any regular season hockey game ever.
Absolutely, and I think it's incredible because you have people that might not even watch hockey but love the Anchorman movie, and they love the Ron Burgundy, and they would like be more inclined to watch the Kings. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's fun, and it kind of sucks. Like, we talk about our season's so bad. We're the gimmick team right now. Like, hey, watch Snoop Dogg DJ for us for like 5 minutes.
Watch Snoop Dogg call
Dion Phaneuf. Go Dion, get him Dion.
Or what D-list celebrity can we?
Yeah, dude. Hey, listen, Colin Hanks here tonight, dude. Like. Don't get me wrong. I actually
friend of the podcast.
No, legit though. But it just kind of sucks that we were that bad that we have the gimmicks. But it's fun. Will Ferrell's a diehard Kings fan, and he's always there, so it's nice.
I think that was the most entertaining I've watched this year at Kings game. I know you guys were at that game, but I think I actually had the best seat in the house watching that game on TV.
And honestly, how sad is the King season where we're just like so hyped that Ron Burgundy clowned on the Sharks,
and we got to meet him, and that's the thing. Like, my buddy's a Sharks fan; he's diehard. We'll probably get him on the podcast one day for like some rivalry bull crap. But he was here, and he's like, he was all mad. He's like, oh, yeah, I guess who's not making the playoffs? I'm like, Dylan, we don't care. We beat you guys, and that's all that matters, and we're going to sit there and hopefully get that top 3 draft pick.
And like what Ron Burgundy just said.
I mean,
what was it?
Take that, San Jose. 0 Stanley Cups. 0
all-time
Stanley
classic.
Cups for the San Jose Sharks.
I mean, I think we got to
They wouldn't even know what the Stanley Cup looked like if it fell on their head.
I feel like there might be a shirt just based off of that quote. I mean, we already have a Ron Burgundy Sharks theme, which is crazy. Yeah. The fact that they played when the Sharks are going on, I was even like, wow, that was a weird coincidence, but
works out for me.
Yeah, it works out. Even after the fact, I was just like tripping out.
Fun little thing, I just love when Staples Center, when we play, we do it for some other teams, big name teams. But when we play our division rivals, there's nothing better than seeing Cartman to start a game.
Right. And it's funny how hated that is around the league, other than Kings fans. Like, if just reading online comments from other fans, like, oh, the annoying Cartman, annoying Cartman bit.
Why is everyone other than a Kings fan hate Cartman. It's like the most one of the most entertaining.
They're making fun of their
It's the greatest
teams.
thing ever.
Well, people don't understand. Like my buddy, we actually had a conversation in the Uber back from the game. He's like, "Oh, dude, like I don't like how like sometimes like Cartman's on there, it's being rude. Like, why do you guys do like the Sharks suck chant?" I'm like, Dylan, you guys have beat LA,
Right.
And the Sharks fans, like the Sharks like logo and like their big screen when you're at the game, it actually says beat LA and everything. Like they perpetuate the hate.
And their power play when you do the chomp
Yeah,
thing.
exactly. So I'm like, bro, you have beat LA and it's directed at the team. The Cartman thing is directed towards many teams.
Right.
It's not like against San Jose specifically. And we have chance to go, hey, they play the what is it? The Addams Family theme song.
Yeah, yeah.
Dun-dun-dun-dun. Sharks suck, but it's not just a shark, it's everybody.
Yeah.
So
Oh, no, this is a
this is
different
my
one.
jam right here.
Uh-oh.
I got you.
Take us away.
Anaheim sucks. Get it. Oh,
Here
the
it goes,
Kings
here
just
it goes.
scored and tied the game. So what do we say? Anaheim sucks. There you go.
Wow, it's a
Okay.
full.
Thank you, Anaheim.
Yeah, we're watching the game live as this podcast is being recorded, and it's the third period right now. So everybody, if you notice, is looking up if you're watching the video, not listening along. But yeah, it's very, very distracting for all of us.
Yeah.
Right now.
It's all good.
I mean, if this game goes close, we might have to do play-by-play live videos.
Oh
Yeah.
it works
What is
out,
going
right?
on?
But yeah, so it's just funny how people hate that, but we don't have much as LA fans. Everybody hates LA
Right.
because LA is LA. It's one of the most unique places in this planet. And so, when we have our little Sharks suck or that team sucks chant, it's fun for us because
Right.
that's the most intense we get.
Because the hate is real.
Yeah,
Like,
I
we
mean-
legit hate these teams,
exactly.
And not only that, I feel like part of it might be fueled by the fact that this is actually South Park Studios creating these clips. It's not like the front office is making them or something like that. These are like legit from South Park themselves. So I think part of it is knowing that there's a big Hollywood studio that's also clowning on their team. I think that just digs into it a little bit.
So you think they're jealous that Hollywood's helping the Kings?
I mean,
and
in a weird way,
making this
yeah.
Video?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like
But
I'm
they
sure,
shouldn't be.
I'm sure they love South Park. You know what I mean? Like,
right
Yeah.
aside
it's just
from
like,
that. Yeah.
oh wow, that hurts.
It's like when you find out your favorite actor is like a vegan or something. Like, oh, I don't like that. People don't like when someone does something. So I'm sure it's like, oh, like I love South Park, but the Kings fans, screw you guys.
And it probably, and that's probably coming all the way back once more with the Anchorman Ron Burgundy. There's tons of San Jose fans who
absolutely.
I
love
love
Anchorman
Anchorman.
or Ron Burgundy, and like have the movie downloaded or whatever
And
the case.
just took a dump on
yeah, and
you.
he just went for it, and probably that's the, that character just ripping them in a way that like you would never hear on a broadcast. You would
Bro.
never hear a professional broadcaster be like zero.
Yeah,
stand-
that much of a
yeah.
homer, except maybe Boston. Have you seen those
Oh yeah,
guys?
Jack Edwards.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, that's beat crap. I love Jack
I hate,
Martian.
I hate to say a lot more teams now. If you ever listen to their announcers, there's so much more homer.
Yeah, they
Dude,
embrace it.
Arizona is becoming toxic.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that against the Kings? They're like there was a play a couple weeks ago when we played Arizona in Arizona, and it was just it was a play where Doughty went down to play the puck going on the ice, and it was a 2-on-1, and the guy scored. And he's like, oh, like the Coyote guy scored. He's like, oh, Doughty has to get his jockstrap from the Raptors on that one.
You're just
And I'm like,
what?
That's a nap. That's a normal ass play in today's game. What are you freaking talking about? Like, how rude are you? Like, just call the game. Coyotes goal.
Right.
Don't be a dick.
I think we've been spoiled here in LA over the years because
Definitely.
we had Bob Miller for the Kings,
Class.
Nixon for the Kings,
Nixon, yeah.
and then for the Lakers we had Chick.
And we still have Stu.
Yeah, we have Stu, who's classy.
Billy Mack's done a great job
Yeah.
too.
We also have, as much as we don't like talk about the Clippers, Ralph Lawler, very
Hall of
classy.
Famer, classy guy.
Yes. And then with the Dodgers,
And the one and only,
The best of all time.
yeah,
the GOAT.
Vin Scully. I mean, how
And
many,
not to mention Jaime Hareen.
Yeah, Jaime.
Fantastic
Also, yeah,
too.
yeah,
like
how
two
many,
for
how
sure.
lucky have we been in LA with all these sports announcers?
We've been blessed, and we have the best in every single sport. It's amazing. And even our Rams broadcasting team does a fantastic job. I get
JB Long,
Yeah, I get-
Maurice Drew.
Yep, exactly. MJD, the only Bruin I like, pretty much.
Hey.
But we get to listen to him.
Wait, did I just discover a new rivalry right here that I did not previously know
Exactly,
about?
right?
Is there a UCLA USC thing going on right
fight.
Or you're the Mighty Bruins.
Yeah, or geez, the mighty
let's talk-
Bruins.
let's
Hey, we're both losers in this scandal this week.
Okay, let's talk about which team do you hate most. Since we want to talk about, do you hate the Ducks, the Sharks, or as Tommy would probably say, the Vegas Golden Knights?
Oh my God.
And which fans do you
Bang.
hate the most?
Banger.
I'll go with this one first.
Yeah, do it, please.
I hate the Ducks, bro.
I'm with him.
I hate the Ducks.
He's not wrong.
And the reason why is because they're so close to us.
Yeah.
And LA, come on.
Yeah, it's like the little brother kind of thing going on with the.
It's an Anaheim dad.
It's just a San Jose Shark.
Yep.
That's Cartman's go-to.
Oh, dude.
But yeah, like I agree. Ducks. I mean, just because they're closer, you see more Ducks fans on the regular, like wherever, like wherever it's going on, you'll run into them more than I run into Sharks fans or Knights fans or whoever the case may be. And obviously, it's just been brewing my whole life, literally my whole life. I've had that. The Knights are, I guess, more, recent. Last couple of years we've had to deal with them, and they're growing quick on that list. They're climbing fast.
They're fans.
Yeah,
I mean, they climbed up the ladder last year.
they just came out of nowhere, just into
They
the
didn't
top
even have
three.
a ladder. They had a fucking jet
literally
plane, dude.
jumped
Right
on
up.
and think that they've been around for like 25 years, and in actuality only been for one.
It's just they're mightily disrespectful. It's funny. I hate Vegas as any team goes. As you asked, Josh, I hate the Ducks more than anything. Right. I think any Kings fan will tell you the Ducks are always going to be the number one rival. Sharks are a close second, but at least Sharks fans are actual hockey fans. Ducks fans never sell the arena out. The environment's quiet, and they're all a bunch of just weird people. But the fans,
we'll keep going on.
Yeah, right.
Them.
Exactly. We'll talk later about the Quacks. One cup. But you were gonna
Quack is whack.
Yeah, don't do quack, kids. But you were saying about the fans, and I'm telling you, man, Vegas fans are disgusting. And there's some good ones out there. Not every fan base is bad. Everybody has their good cookies. But man, they came on the scene just loud and rowdy and had these very disrespectful things. I don't know if you've watched a Golden Knights fan, but when they sing the national anthem, it goes, gave proof through the night. They all yell, Knights! Yeah. And that's something you do at your home arena. Knights fans come into Staples Center and do that during our anthem. Yeah. You don't do that. I've almost never seen the Blackhawks fans start clapping during the anthem, which is something that's been a tradition forever. Right. I don't see Stars fans yelling Stars during the anthem. Just Vegas, because it's just the whole, we're here, we're loud. It's kind of an insecure thing. Hey, look how big my truck. Look how big my truck is.
Yeah. But to be fair, though, I don't think I've ever seen a Stars fan at Staples Center anyway.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, right. But the point being, Vegas fans have done a really good job of making us furious, and I knew it was real when I was at a game last year. We beat them last second. We tied the game and then beat them in overtime. And my wife is a super sweetheart, super super sweetheart woman. Is super non-confrontational, whatever. And this Vegas fans, at the bathroom, F this, you got Kings fans, you suck. She was just hella mad. And my wife's like, hey, shut your freaking mouth, you disrespectful, blah, blah, sore loser. And I'm like, oh my God.
She snapped.
This lady's so trashy, she made my sweet little wife mad. I know that it's not just me. They're just bad fans. So.
You know what's funny too about the Knights? They stole everything the Kings did.
Hashtag GKG.
Yeah,
even that. Yeah, GKG.
That's our line.
They took that hashtag.
You couldn't even say "Let's go Knights." You had to say "Go Knights go."
I go to Vegas and I hear "Go Knights go." I hear GKG.
It should be GGKG.
I hear them use all the similar music. They do the similar.
It's royalty, it's all about a royal themed. Obviously, the Kings are, and we have silver and that whole thing going on there, golden royalty, and I mean,
and this is all coming from even Frozen Fury times. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, exactly. Dude. Which was our city.
Yeah, we already know.
Yeah, dude. For
Vegas
how many
is
years?
Our town originally.
15?
Yeah, I forget. Yeah,
LA Junior.
How many times? I mean, I've gone to Frozen Furies a bunch of times. You've gone to Frozen Furies a bunch of times. You've gone to Frozen Furies. How have you not gone to a Frozen Fury?
Hey man,
he was there in spirit. I remember.
Yeah, so for the record, it was back when I had no money, so I was like, "Let me go." And then I'm like, "Oh, bills, yeah."
Bro, we didn't have money either.
Yeah, but I would
go on the bus, dude.
Nah, bro, legit. I was like, screw it. I'll just watch everybody's Instagram posts about it, and I'll feel like I'm there and have a beer in my room.
Legit, there was one Frozen Fury where we took the Greyhound.
We
should. When we were teenagers, we were just we gotta go to Frozen Fury. We gotta do this, and we're like Greyhound up into downtown Las Vegas. We got off the bus at the Greyhound stop over there, and we're just like, what did we do?
What do we do?
Or are we? This isn't
the
strip.
I was telling DJ. I mean, I knew DJ before, but sometimes we would hang out before Frozen Fury. Right. But I remember we always had a group of 100, 125. Shout out to my group who I always went to Vegas with. Frozen Fury. Sick. Those were fun times. We would have almost a whole section of us.
Right.
Oh, and most of us staying at the same hotel too. So it was one big fun event for us.
Big party.
We circled that day
with the MGM Grand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
MGM. Oh, and the gauntlet.
That's another fun.
Oh, dude, I heard crazy stories.
The gauntlet was so much fun.
Yeah, the gauntlet itself was just an event that people would go to even before the game.
Don't you have like a YouTube video of that?
Yeah, so people who aren't familiar with the gauntlet was when Frozen Fury would happen at MGM, everybody would line the hallway into the arena and basically stand along the walls, and it was called the gauntlet because any Avalanche fan who would walk through the gauntlet would just get berated and screamed at, and it was just like a big old thing like, hey, Avalanche fans, you suck! Yeah, like that would just
so
be
bad.
nonstop. And like, heaven forbid if the Kings won that game, leaving the arena, because now it's almost like a reverse gauntlet,
And
everybody's just like leaving, and then people being berated, and it was
so
fun
sad.
one.
So
And
bad.
that hallway is not that big.
No, I was about to say, I heard it's like very tiny.
It was, and then you figure the game was at 7:00, so people are in Vegas, so they're drinking all day long.
Dude, everybody's getting crazy.
Everyone's wasted. So like,
How much did they hate us?
yeah, everybody like it was just that's what made the event fun.
And then when I
just
went to
people
when I went to T-Mobile, it was not the same.
yeah, there was one Frozen Fury at T-Mobile.
It was not the same.
But it does give us an interesting fact because that is the first team logo on the ice at the T-Mobile Arena was a Kings logo.
And the first win on the Vegas Golden Knights logo was a Kings win.
It was a Kings win. So.
Actually, we didn't win any of those games.
No. When we beat Vegas though, when they got their ice finally.
I was there for the first regular season game, and we lost.
No. I'm saying the first ever Vegas game in history, which was the preseason game. The Kings played there and we beat them.
Okay, preseason.
Yeah,
Okay,
first ever Golden Knights game ever on ice, Knights ice. Belonged to the crown, baby.
Right, and
serve.
Yeah, the first ever hockey game win, Kings, Frozen Fury. Knights weren't even a thing yet, but doesn't matter. We'll still take that credit. We'll still hang that banner.
It was our house first. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hashtag you pay us rent.
Right. Thomas right here.
LA Kings are gonna fucking win with a fucking Jonathan Quick save in the third shot.
How many goals we scored this shootout?
I think Quick's going to score a goal.
I think Kempe and Kopitar.
Kempe.
Oh, no goal.
That's too specific. Damn, that was fucking close too.
Oh, you almost had it.
Fuck Ryan
Miller? I thought it was Gibson this whole
I
time.
thought Quick's might even more was Quick's chasing Miller for first all time.
Yeah, that is true also.
Who the fuck is this guy? He's gonna score because he's a nobody ass.
Oh!
There you go.
Bust down Quickie on
Nah.
This is an official Rastradamus.
Oh, I said watch him make.
This is practice Rastradamus.
My thing, I said that Quick's gonna win it on the third save. That's the original thing.
Kobe, goal?
I said goal, but whatever.
He's gonna hit him with the shake and bake.
Fired on this right now.
Oh! Hit him with the shake and
That was
bake.
like that goal against San Joe's.
Yeah, was where he got stuck on the crossbar?
Suck this. Ligma, Sugma, Fugma.
Oh!
Damn, butter.
He said
Smooth.
suck ass. This nigga filthy as fuck, though.
Here we go.
Come on, Quickie.
Richard Raquel.
No.
Take that stick check.
Here we go. To win it.
Sorry,
He poke checked the shit out of him, bro.
Yeah, he did.
He poke checked the shit out of him. Look, that's the most aggressive poke check I ever see. Watch this. Fuck you.
For the win.
Daddy.
For the win.
Nope.
Oh. Might be a Quick on the third shot. This is a Rastradamus.
Quickie's gonna win it for us now. It's not on wood.
Ray said on the third shot, Quick's winning it.
Can't expect the Kings to
Don't embarrass me, Ray.
Babe, sorry.
Don't embarrass me to tell your name.
We will fix it in editing.
Like gets off and Perry.
No, you fix it. Change to my new husband's name.
Here we go. Yeah, Rastradamus.
Fuck you, Anaheim.
This is LA.
I gotta post the win video, guys.
I don't want to get paid to lose. I want to win.
So as
Nacho Libre
we
cards?
were going on, as we just saw right now, Kings just beat the Ducks.
Take that one, Anaheim.
Wow.
Hey, we're still
In a shootout.
Anaheim sucks.
Great.
sick goal by Kopi.
Sick goal.
Sick.
2 nights with
Silky
sick goals.
mitts.
Had just put took Ryan Miller's jockstrap, put it in the rafters. Coyotes broadcaster.
Wow.
Well, the good news about the loss, we're still in second to last place.
Yep, because Detroit won today,
I think
Detroit
so.
won. What about Ottawa? That's
and
the
if they
other
won
team?
today, they beat Vegas, and that's awesome. 'Cause
Double
Vegas
win?
sucks. If it happened,
Double win.
I'm gonna actually check in. Double win, double whammy from Judge Dredd. Double whammy.
So,
the next down.
so we're 2 points behind Detroit right now with a game less.
Oh, so that's
So
good.
basically, we want this season for the
4,
Kings.
4 points ahead of Ottawa, right?
Yeah, 4 points ahead.
Yep,
So basically, what we want the rest of the season is lose every single game except for the last 2.
yep, and Red Wings beat the Golden Knights on their home ice. Oh, and I think that's actually the fun thing. I don't know about the other teams, but I know the Red Wings have not lost in Vegas yet. The Red Wings have won twice now in Vegas.
The Vegas hangover hasn't hit them.
Yep. The Vegas Golden Knights, actually, their first home loss, I think, was to the Red Wings. I think that was a big thing last year, and they lost again. So, sug one.
So
Shout out to the Red Wings.
one
Yeah,
thing
thank you, Red Wings.
So the one thing we were observing about this game is Kovacic hasn't played the last couple games, including today. Why is Willie D not playing Kovacic? And
Why is Willie a hater? Yes.
Why is he going to 11 forwards and 7 defensemen?
It's just so weird, and I think if I'm not mistaken, I think I read on the Kings Insider page or something like that, one of the forums, that Kovalchuk is battling a lingering upper body injury or lower body possibly, but at the same time, it's like maybe you think like that's their excuse to bench him. Hey, dude, you're getting paid. Go ahead and rest a couple months. You don't have to ruin your games played, your point average thing.
Right.
You know, you get the young guys some time, and we don't have to deal with Willie D's garbage ass for another maybe 7 games till we get my Ray Stradamus pick, Todd McClellan as LA Kings coach.
You heard it here first. Ray Stradamus, Todd McClellan.
We're going to take some more Sharks garbage and make it into Kings magic, baby, just like we did with Daryl Sutter and our boy.
Good one.
Who was the GM? I'm blanking right now.
Lombardi.
Dean Lombardi.
Yeah.
And there wasn't Rob Blake a Shark at
Hit
one
that.
time too?
Yep, he was.
He was technically a shark.
But he was already our boy.
Yeah, he was a king, then a shark, then a king.
He just loved all of California.
Right?
And he's like a
Relatable.
West Coast team.
Yep.
Back in my day, we used to boo Blake.
Oh, hell yeah, bro.
I think people still boo Blake, but they're like, okay, we like you a little bit now.
Hey, you're making great trades, and your signings have been wet so far, and your drafts were wet. Keep it up, buddy.
Right.
Boo.
So
Wait, hold on. What does Tommy think about this?
Lucha.
All right.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
I gotta agree with the guy.
Man, you're smart. You're way smarter than
He
actual
makes-
Tommy.
Yeah, he
What
makes a
the
good
hell?
point. His IQ is
You're
just off
sick,
the chart.
bro. We'll have you next week, too.
Real Tommy never would
So,
have thought of that.
because Tommy will get free tickets for the Blackhawks game, too.
He probably will. After he hears the actual broadcast, he's like, I'm never going back
Fuck
again.
this, bro. I'm going to get boxed seats and just take pictures.
I'm just
all
not
day.
showing. I'm gonna watch it at home.
I don't know if we'll ever see Tommy here ever again.
Actually,
After
Tommy,
the-
come back because you're my Modelo brother, and I don't
Yeah.
want to be alone.
That is true.
Modelo boys.
Modelo boys.
Yeah, it's been dry here without Tommy.
Dude, I didn't want to drink one because I felt like it was disrespectful
Actually,
to
that
drink
is
one
true.
without a
There's
beer,
been
bro.
no beer during this broadcast because
We're-
Tommy's not here.
We're kicking it like it's 1926, baby. Let's
Right?
go.
Just water. Strictly water.
Jeez.
No
Let's go.
order, just random.
No order. Banger. I want you to start off.
Fernando?
Yes, Fernando did it 6 times in his career.
Wow. Wait, do you already have all the numbers and everything?
Yes, I have it all
God,
written
this
down
guy
already.
is so prepared.
Stat man Josh in the house.
Factoid's in the
He
house.
prepares before every show.
Factoid in his prime.
All right, so Banger's got he's safe for now.
One,
Yeah.
1 point. You got 3 strikes.
Man, I
Okay,
feel
3
like
strikes.
Sandy Koufax.
Correct. He only did it once, which is surprising.
Wow. Imagine if you got that one wrong.
Yeah, I would have been like, what the? That would have been another Mike Servant on there, bro.
Jesus. I'm gonna have to go with the hard one. Clayton Kershaw.
Correct.
Okay.
That's the average. I think he started the
Right.
last
I'm
7, I think.
That was the easiest one.
Yeah, it was
It's
easy.
only gonna get harder
Yeah.
from
Yeah,
here.
that's 8. Yeah, it's going to get harder from here.
I'm actually gonna get a couple, so if you don't get it, I'm gonna win this. That confident, boys
Okay.
and girls.
Banger, you're next.
Pedro Baez.
Always Pedro
Always
Baez,
Pedro
baby.
Baez.
Strike one.
I gotta, show him some love.
Bro,
Right?
that's
Friend of
your
the
boy.
podcast.
If you didn't guess him,
He'd be upset. He'd be listening right now, like Banger better
Oh,
say my
Banger,
name.
you didn't say my
Yeah.
name.
He did not say my
Banger.
name. I'm
¿Por
upset.
qué? ¿Por qué, hermano?
Why?
Hermano.
I'm gonna go my buddy Kevin Brown.
Correct. 3 times.
Let's go with. I know this one, Vicente Padilla.
Yes, he was the last
2010,
starter.
right?
He was the
2010.
last starter before Clayton Kershaw to beat opening day starter.
Dude, he was wet for that little short period of time.
Right?
No, what was that?
Yeah, he had like that bubble pitch.
Yep.
Whatever it's called.
It
Wait.
went like 50, 60 mile an hour,
Yeah.
just like.
Yeah,
Do you remember
dude.
when Kershaw accidentally tried to do that in one game? He's like, "What the heck?" did I
Yeah,
just
never
show?"
mind. He was dope, man.
He really was.
Okay,
All right, Banger, you're up,
Banger.
brother.
Let's go with Eric Gagne.
he did start as a starter one time before he was a closer, but as incorrect.
Ugh.
Hit him with the. Oh, strike two?
It's so loud and scary.
Right? It's really intense.
Kind of unnerving, honestly.
It's like reassurance, you know.
About to have a panic attack, bro.
Yeah, it's lingering.
I know,
Don't
I mean-
get it wrong.
Chan Ho Park.
That is correct.
What?
That's
Chan
my
Ho Park.
boy. 2001.
Yep, Chan Ho Park was the starting opening day starter.
Wow.
I think I was actually at that opening day, bro.
Let's go with Oral.
The Bulldog. Yes, did it 4 times.
Banger, hit me, baby.
Pedro Baez.
Pedro Baez's brother.
Huh? Rich Hill should have been the opening day starter this
Should
year.
have been this, yeah.
But injuries wise, we'll get back to that in a little bit.
Damaged goods.
But no, unfortunately.
Wow. So brave.
That's a strikeout.
And Banger, you are out.
Any last words before we fade you out, like in that one show?
Moving on.
Okay, we got a battle now between Ray and DJ. Who can
Oh,
name it?
God.
This is gonna be bad, dude. I'll probably watch me lose. I'm gonna get my boy Don Drysdale.
Dude, I swear to God, that was going to be
Don
good.
Drazo is correct.
Sick.
7 times.
Sick.
That's crazy how he started more opening days
Then
than
Sandy Koufax. I would have never
once.
guessed that.
No, yeah, I thought they'd be equal. Not even close.
That's nutty.
Let's go 90s with it. Let's say Ramon Martinez.
Correct. 5 times.
Damn, that's
I mean, Ramon was one of my favorite pitchers of all time
Yeah.
back when I was a kid.
No, he's filthy. You said Oral, right?
Yeah.
Don Sutton.
Correct. 7 times.
Oh, I got to start thinking of these retired
Yeah,
jerseys.
dude. Yeah, exactly. What are those jerseys? Is it number 45?
Is it strictly LA Dodgers?
This is
LA
LA
Dodgers.
Dodgers.
Yeah.
Come on.
This is where it
I
gets
gotta
hard.
get my
Tough.
Brooklyn numbers out.
Yeah,
I think I would
exactly.
have got as far as I had like 3 in my head. I would have known for sure.
Yeah.
But now it gets a little hard.
Yeah, it's getting silly now.
And your last guess was
I don't remember. Don Sutton.
Don Sutton?
Yeah.
Let's go with someone.
Rick Monday.
Let's go. Pedro Martinez.
No.
I didn't.
Incorrect.
Damn.
I knew it wasn't.
But goddamn, why did we trade him for Delino
Right.
the Shields?
Right.
Worst trade in Dodger history.
Oh,
Those don't
strike
remind
one.
us. Oh yeah, hold on. I forgot to get myself.
the self.
I don't do them to
buzzer.
myself. Sorry.
I gotta think of this one. I don't want to take too much time. This is
Right. That's what I'm trying to think right now. Like,
Bro, did Chad Billingsley start one?
Is that your
Is that your
answer?
guess?
That's my answer.
That is incorrect.
Fuck.
wow.
Chad Billingsley was good for a few years, but
Oh,
I
wow,
think
you guys are tied at.
Clayton Kershaw.
We're both tied at.
At one. At one each.
Chad Billingsley never got enough love, bro.
Chad
Love
Billingsley
Bills.
was very underrated.
I think I got one. Kevin Brown.
Already said Kevin
Kevin
Brown.
Brown.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yep. I love you though.
Well, that completely derailed me.
Hit the buzzer.
Does that count as a guess?
No,
You got
you
another
get-
guess. You
you
have,
get
you have
another
10
one.
seconds to guess.
Now I got
To
a
the
timer.
timer.
Someone else had a timer. When did this begin?
Well, you gave the wrong
Hideo
answer.
Nomo.
That is correct.
I was about
You
to
did it
say
twice.
that's what I forgot. God dang it.
That's the 90s. There's a couple. One more early 2000. 2 more early 2000s. You probably forgot.
Okay.
Probably.
Sean Green. I'm kidding. Dang, bro. This is hurting my brain now, dude. Early 2000s.
There's 3. I just counted it right now.
I'm gonna feel so stupid when I don't get these right, but whatever. Who the started for us in like 2004. That's like that. That's gotta be.
I know. I'm trying to think early 2000s.
Bad times we don't want to remember.
Bro, I had my
block these
2000.
memories
I had
out.
my 2004 West Division champ shirt on this morning, bro. So I gotta like think of Hisap Choi, Olmedo Signs, Killer
Tomato.
Yeah, dude.
Friend of the podcast, Killer
Caesar
Tomato.
Dearest.
Oh my god, dude. No, he never started one, but I'm just gonna throw it out there because it's a rip in peace for him because we missed the guy.
Uh-oh.
I can't think of his freaking name right now, dude. Oh god, I'm gonna feel so stupid. Sorry, guys.
Come on. I want to say. I know who you're talking about.
It's something time, bro.
It's Lima time.
Lima time. Jose Lima.
Incorrect.
Yeah, he never started, but I miss him.
It's Lima time.
I'm about to lose, bro. Clutch with that head down Elmo.
All right. Darren Dreifert?
Good guess, but no.
Down, dude, you just like got a repressed memory out of my head, bro. What the hell?
Russell Martin.
Hell yeah.
Okay, you guys both have 2 strikes.
All right, but if I get this wrong, DJ wins.
No, you
No,
guys.
I have to, yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
still have to match.
I feel better about my life now. Dude, who's like a sick pitcher that like is not in the Hall of Fame? That's who we gotta think of.
All right.
There's one. No, never mind. There's not one.
Okay, good. I was like, I think we got all the Hall of Famers.
Are they all
He's
like?
a Hall of Famer. Okay.
Are all they like bunch of nobodies left?
No,
No,
Are
there's
there
some people.
some good?
there's
Yeah.
a couple of decent names.
Okay.
One
Dude, I
you
gotta-
probably will never guess.
So why is it that I got 10 seconds, but Ray just has?
Oh,
all
No,
the-
no. You
all
guys
the
are
time in the
talking
world?
over it.
Because you gave the wrong answer. You gave an answer that was already gave, so I gave you a 10-second warning.
Wow.
Wow,
This
warning.
feels fixed.
Totally is, bro. I paid him $40 for this week thing. No, I'm gonna get it wrong because my brain hurts now. But we're gonna go with Eric Karros.
DJ for the win.
For the
Do
win.
it, bud.
Let's go with Jerry Royce.
Ding ding ding
Dang
ding
it,
ding,
dude.
ding, ding.
Oh.
With the win, he did
How
it
many?
once.
In 1970, what, 1978?
Okay, so this is the order from the first one.
Oh.
Don Drysdale first.
Or just do the ones we didn't name.
Then you miss Johnny Padres,
I wouldn't have got it.
Claude Osteen.
Wouldn't have
Okay,
got
who
it.
fuck?
Yeah, I wouldn't
You
have
did
got
it twice, by the way.
Yeah.
it. Way before I was born.
Bad seasons, but I must have been.
This is not an LA King, but there was actually a Dodgers starting pitcher named Bob Miller,
Wow. Bob Squad.
and he did it 3 times.
Okay.
What years? 70s or 60s?
It had to be in the 70s.
Why have we never heard of this guy?
Right, Bob Miller.
Yeah,
It's actually real Bob Miller before he just like,
I
I
had a
love
secret
hockey, bro.
life.
Bill Singer. Never heard of him. That's the name I.
Belsinger. It sounds like
Bill.
Billingsley's
Cody?
dad.
Yeah.
Cody Belsinger?
You missed Bert Hooten. He did it
Oh,
twice.
I did, yeah.
I would still would not have named
I'm
any
really
of these
glad
guys.
that the wins we missed were like bad ones. Like Johnny Padres
Yeah.
is.
That was the closest.
You missed Tim Belcher,
Wouldn't have got it.
and then the 3 you missed that were kind of our time Dodgers.
Yeah.
Hiroki Kuroda pitched once.
Oh,
He did, bro.
Kuroda?
2008, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Brad Penny.
That's 2007, huh?
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking before I said Billingsley.
Brad Pitt.
3-time opening day starter, Derek Lowe.
Wow. How did we miss
Dude,
Derek Lowe?
Mr. Chicken and Beer, bro.
Yeah.
Derek Lowe? Man, those are names I have
I'm
not
just
heard
really
in a
glad
long
that
time.
we totally forgot who they were because there were
Right.
some bad times.
I mean,
Yeah, dude,
Derek
and at
Lowe-
the time, like, Derek Lowe was the guy. Like,
Derek Lowe was
Kershaw,
awesome.
like, who was our man? Derek Lowe, Brad Penny.
Penny traded him for Guillermo Moda and Paulo Duca.
Yep. Oh, I remember.
Duca.
Taking me way back right
That was
now.
a good game,
Bustos.
Bustos and
That was
DJ.
fun.
Champion.
Yes.
What,
Thank you, guys.
what do you want to say to the crowd?
Wow. I've never had the mic just to myself for 30 seconds. What I want my
You
rainbow
said you
to
got
say.
30 seconds, bro? We're about to play you out. Like
Right,
when
where's
you
the-
start speaking too long, Jesus Christ guy comes on.
So, for my 30 seconds, there's only one person I want to thank. And that's Vin Scully. Thank you,
Why
Vin.
would you give him to this?
This is a great moment in time.
Not deserving of Ben.
Thank you, Vin. Through good times and bad in my life, Vin Scully has been there.
In your heart, in your dreams.
My heart will go.
In your dreams, you hear him says deuces wild.
Just a montage of me
Yep.
and moments of watching Vin Scully on TV. Just like crying.
Wild horse, I miss your great nicknames. Now we got that guy whose name is Joe.
Wow.
Sorry.
Well,
Anaheim sucks.
we're here. We're opening day week. How do you guys feel? How do you feel about the season? Are you guys still mourning the second straight World Series loss, or are you over it?
We can only do worse.
Yeah, I mean, the first one was harder. I feel like Game 7, very, very hard. Second one, I'm getting used to. I'm calloused on the inside now. It's just a little bit.
It was
more,
Boston's year. It hurts.
Boston. It hurts, but I mean, what can we do?
Are we getting numb to this? I mean,
I'm kind of getting numb to it.
Absolutely.
Are we surprised? No. It's like the past 4 years beforehand. Oh, we got eliminated in the playoffs again with the best pitchers in baseball.
Cardinals.
By the Cardinals, Kershaw
Mets.
choking.
And you figure like within the last calendar year, we've lost a Super Bowl, we've lost a World Series. I'm just numb to it
Lakers
all.
were garbage for
Lakers suck,
eternity.
King sucks.
I'm just numb to it now.
Kings got swept out by Vegas.
I see Boston fans every couple months having
Celebrating
parades.
a new team.
I see duck boats all the time, and I'm just like,
Yeah, let's
when
go
do I get
destroy
that?
the World Series
As
trophy
long-
with a beer.
As long
Idiots.
as I don't see a Celtics duck boat parade, I'll be a
Yeah,
happy
it's
camper.
cool.
yeah, I don't think it's.
Okay,
I
so
don't want to jinx it, but I don't
It
think
ain't
it's
gonna happen. That's for sure.
okay, so
I mean, going into the season though, like you originally asked, it sucks that we're already having injury issues with,
yeah,
this spring
Kershaw,
training again.
Hill.
Just like last year, we had injury issues going in with Turner and stuff like that. I mean, it sucks. It's part of the game. Everyone has to deal with it. But having said that, I still do think the team might be better than last year. I feel like we definitely have some bright spots. Bueller, he's another year older, and hopefully he'll be able to turn it on. Same thing, Julio. So we're expecting a good year. Bless you, Bustos.
God bless you with Jesus Christ's name.
Jesus Christ! Jesus Christ, we love you, God!
That's the one blessing about these injuries.
Jesus
You
Christ.
get Julio is able to start now as what he's supposed to be.
And he deserves it.
Yeah.
He absolutely deserves
Yeah,
it.
he's been nasty.
It was about time.
Oh, way over time, dude. And he's a good guy to the fans.
Friend of the podcast?
Yeah,
Right.
the first ever baseball my wife got as a Dodger fan was from Julio during warm-ups.
So
He's a real
how do you
class
feel?
act.
How do you feel the way they're gonna plan to use Julio? I heard they're gonna they have a soft inning count of like 100 to 120, and they want to see how he feels before deciding how much did he go. Do you think that's smart, or should we just use Julio as a starter?
I mean, it's just interesting. And also, by the way, adding on to what DJ said, injuries are definitely part of the game. But with the injury bug, man, wake me up with September and
Right.
Green Day status. I'm sick of it. AJ Pollock's gonna be sick too. He looks good in a Dodger uniform. Finishing that part with Urias, man. I mean, you guys remember in 2016 when he was starting a lot, and it's one of those things. It's like the guy's ready. He's healed. He's healthy, and he's a gamer, dude. And the Dodgers need more guys like Bueller and Urias. Dude, I'm going to just give you my best pitch, and you're going to have to try to hit it, and you're not. And if you do, cool. I want some more of those guys because Kershaw wants to be that guy, and whenever he does that, he gives up bad hits and stuff because he needs to understand he got away with it when he was a little bit nastier, but he's older. He needs to become the Greg Maddux guy. If he becomes Greg Maddux 2.0 with what he already has, he'll be sick. But no more Kershaw right now. Julio deserves this. I feel like they should give him that 5th or 6th starter role. I mean, I've said it since for weeks now.
Yeah.
He was my pick for opening day, and he was so close to getting it. I think he's well overdue, and I think that if he gets 12 to 15 starts this year, I think that's A, not too much of a workload, and B, fair. I think he's earned it.
Yeah,
Same with
and
Verdugo.
honestly, he's a young kid chasing the dream. You know what I mean? He hasn't really been playing, so let's bring him out there.
Everyone forgets how young Julio is.
He's like 22, right?
He's 2 years younger than Walker Buehler.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
crazy.
He debuted as a 19-year-old.
Yep.
I mean, how crazy
the best
it's
is
been.
yet to come. And the fact that even after his surgery, now he's throwing even harder than he was before. That's
shoulder
insane.
injury.
Yeah, that's insane. Like he can potentially be even better than he was already a highly touted prospect.
And we all know the
that's
fan base wants to love him. You remember when he first debuted, how crazy the bullpens were?
It was sick.
Yeah, everyone was doing the Fernando comparisons. Obviously,
Yeah.
young Mexican baseball player coming through with nasty stuff at a
Mike
young
Brito
age.
scouted him.
Yeah.
and everything.
Yeah.
You
it's
would
the
see
same.
only time you see the bullpens behind the warm up.
Yeah.
It's Kershaw. When Kershaw warms up, everyone goes to watch.
Right.
But when Julio came up,
It was crazy.
Everyone wanted to watch
Everybody
him.
had Valenzuela jersey on.
Everybody
Yeah,
wanted
just
him.
the
Everybody
new
wants to see
gen.
him. Everyone wants him to succeed.
We
He's the next big Dodger. if he can succeed.
And like we talked about last time with losing Puig, losing such a big Latino
fan
favorite for a city full of Latinos. Julio could be that replacement. I mean, obviously we have tons of Latinos in the Dodgers, which is great. You know, Kike's there, not shunning anybody, but to have a true, you know, a Mexican guy for a city that's a city that has a huge Mexican influence, that was Mexico, you know, 170 years ago. You know, that's crucial, man.
Yeah, it's a big deal, and it means a lot to a lot of people. And I feel like that's even why people not expect more of him, but want more from him, want him to succeed even more. And I mean, it's unfair making the comparisons to Fernando, but of course everybody naturally goes that way. Like, oh, he's the next Fernando.
He's lefty.
Yeah,
oh my God.
He's lefty. He's Mexican.
He's a young Mexican lefty.
Yeah, power.
Yeah,
I mean, like, it was tough for Kershaw at his young age when he came up. Everyone compared to Koufax, but he lived up to the hype.
And he did. And you know,
that's very true too.
If Kershaw doesn't get injured, which is kind of crazy how much he's got injured, kind of like Koufax did. Riding him so hard for those 3 or 4 playoff runs. You know, it could be another story. He could be still as dominant. And I think he can still reach that, but he has to tweak his game a little bit. Yeah. But yeah, you're right. Kershaw had so much pressure, and he still does to this day.
Yeah, and you said it still has not ended with Koufax Kershaw comparisons. For everything, and if anything, now the injuries even more so have done it because they're around the same age. I think when Koufax.
Yeah, didn't he retire at 32 and Kershaw's 31 now?
Yeah, so they're getting. I mean, the story. I know history repeats itself, or what the case may be, but. You know, a lot of storylines are parallel with each other. Yep. Unfortunately, Julio has the same thing to deal with as far as Fernando goes and all that. Especially when he first debuted. I think now we know what we have, and you know we kind of understand what we got. Yeah,
matured.
And
go kid.
I think Julio will be good, especially having Fernando as his mentor, being around the team.
Fernando's
like Koufax was to Kershaw, Fernando will be to Julio.
And I'm so glad the franchise really. I mean, we've always had Fernando involved, but. Started with that first Legends game the Dodgers had about 4 or 5 seasons ago. The Old Timers game. Thank you, Legends game, but they're all legends.
Yeah.
And Fernando pitched and was there. They kind of brought him in to do some of the commentating. They brought him back, said, "Hey, you know, we kind of didn't have the best ending as a when we sent you away. Come back." And to have him back with this organization, I think is even more crucial than having Magic at the front of the organization for the money side because, Fernando had a cultural revolution. Without Fernando Valenzuela, the Dodgers aren't as successful as a franchise in this city. So to have him here is crucial, and to have, like you said, have a mentor, Julio is just necessary, and it's going to just take that progression further.
Speaking of Fernando, I don't know if you guys have seen. There's an ESPN 30 for 30.
Oh, that's a good one.
Fernando Mania.
Best.
Probably, it's one of the best ones.
ESPN does a great job with 30 for 30. You had the one on Magic's announcement of HIV.
That one was so good. Gary Vee.
You had the one with Wayne Gretzky, the 30 for 30.
Yeah, the Bo Jackson.
Bo Jackson one.
I love.
That's I think the best one.
Yeah,
I love the Deion Sanders one that just came out.
I haven't seen that one.
I thought it's good. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, they have. They were showing how Deion went from played a NFL game one day and played a baseball game that night.
So sick.
And by the way,
Deion
Deion actually didn't do that because he never played in the game.
Oh, he didn't?
No.
That's so funny.
He sat on the bench.
Wow.
Okay,
at least he was there.
Yeah.
He had a good view.
Okay, let's talk about the Dodgers' potential lineup. So I guess we found out Kike is probably going to be the everyday second baseman for now.
They said
he just announced that today.
Yeah. And he looks so good.
So what do you think? Are they going to continue to mass platoon like they did last year, or are they going to go with more of a set lineup?
With what they have.
What would you prefer?
I prefer an everyday lineup. I think that was our weakness last year is not having consistency. Yeah. You need that chemistry. You need to be able to feel like, when you're playing hockey, like we all played sports here at some level, but I play hockey now, as you know, and for me, like I'm on, some nights I'm on the second line, some nights I'm on the third line. I have a different center. I'm on the right wing. Sometimes I have a different center. I'm taking face-offs. It's nice because I do like to get all the different experience and play with other guys, but I do like playing with certain people because when I know, oh, dude, this guy's on my left wing, I know how he plays, his tendencies. And then if someone else is on that line the next week, I'm like, oh, wait, I threw it past that guy couldn't get because I don't know how he plays. So that consistency as well as chemistry is crucial. I'd like to see them whip it out. Maybe have, like every other team where the other guy gets 30, 40 games instead of 80 games. They're splitting games. It's so weird. If that's the case, why are they on the team? These guys are MLB ready players, everyday players. Why don't we do something about that.
So, are you like the super utility Kike Hernandez of your hockey team?
Plug
you in anyway?
I'm definitely not the what's it called, the utility key. No, but I definitely don't mind playing anywhere, and it's fun for me.
But just wherever they need you, just plug them in.
Hey, just
raise the guy.
I'll do my job.
Backup
big
goalie
fat
tonight.
guy in front of the net.
Top line center, backup goalie, doesn't matter.
Top line center, maybe one day.
But this theory has gotten there. I mean, look how bad Jock Peterson is against left-handers.
And then he
kills righties. I mean, do you really want to not pursue that one?
The analytics part of it is what's going to also play into it, and obviously the Dodgers operate heavily with the analytics, so it's going to be hard to assume that they're not going to continue that trend of, pitching matchups and all that other, the nerd ball stuff that has to go into all of it.
There was something wrong with nerd ball.
I mean, depends
There's
who you
a lot
ask.
wrong with nerd ball.
It depends who you ask because it's very touchy subject for some people. Some people hate it. Some people love it, but
I'm in the middle.
Yeah, exactly. There's a gray area where I'm at, where like I could see how it works and how it needs to work, but then there's the traditional side where
advanced stats are cool, but I like playing with this guy every night.
Or like even like the shift, which is a very popular, touchy subject right now.
The shift has ruined people's career, and saved a lot of people's careers.
And the shift, it's not
saves and hide very bad defensive second basemen at times too.
Oh, seriously.
I mean, it's
there was defensive metrics last season that showed Muncy was a better second baseman than he was a first base and third base, which is hard to believe. I mean,
weird.
How can defensive metrics show that?
This is Busto's sweet spot. We start talking nerd ball, and he's like, you guys want to talk secondary
I'm
stats?
The co-writer of Moneyball, dude.
Yeah, like, hold on, let me get Friedman on the phone.
Hey, bro.
My friend right there.
Right?
Hey, bro, get Kevin Youkilis back in baseball, man. He still gets on base.
I want some Choi playing first base.
Hell yeah, dude.
He's like, I'm thinking, I don't know, hear me out on this. Max Muncy at second.
Hey, just hear me out. I think it's funny because I remember when I started first seeing that heavy shift, I think it was against the Cardinals in either 2013 or 2014. I was like, that's so fucking cheap.
Yeah, I think the first couple times you saw it, you're like, what are they doing?
I think the first person,
messed up.
I think the first person I really truly saw it on was on Ryan Howard, and
dude.
That ended the shift ended his career.
And where's he at now?
Done. Not out of baseball.
2006 MVP, or was it 2006 MVP?
Yeah, MVP in the 2008-7.
Yeah, gone
because of the shift.
I mean, baseball's evolved. That's something that how it evolved into. It sucks,
but that's what we talk about all the time. Yeah. It's the most tradition-based sport probably of all the sports,
of all the major four.
And now we're like, hey, dude, we're gonna have an opener. We're gonna have shifts. We're gonna
count a pitch clock now.
Yep, we're gonna play techno music. Like, no.
Now for when this batter comes up to the third baseman, he's going to go over here into right field, and he's going to be playing very shallow.
How about Houston sometimes playing only two outfielders?
Or I think during spring training, they did four outfielders against Judge on an at-bat. Whoever the Yankees were playing, they had four outfielders, and he still hit a bomb.
Yeah.
Over four outfielders had. But I mean...
Yeah, we'll win the World Series, and we'll do it doing this weird, like, borderline should be illegal crap.
But, I mean, that's new baseball. That's just something that... teams are going to have to figure out, or there's going to be a rule in place that's going to be like, you can't shift anymore, and they're going to have to do something.
There has to be a rule.
But that's the thing, like, we all grew up playing baseball. We all, for how many, over 100 years, and there was no shift when you were in Little League. There was no, 5 outfielders. Like,
we all wanted to do that. We all wanted to do the
shift. It was fun. Yeah, hey, go to practice. Do it.
You know that guy was going to go that direction. You almost want to shift that direction.
Just like 9 players on the right side of the field.
All Ray does is pull. He's a pull hitter.
He's a pull hitter. Everyone hug the line.
Just hug the line. Exactly. I don't know. I feel like it's an interesting fight between old school and new school.
And honestly,
new school's gonna win.
New school's gonna win.
And honestly, like, it's still like, would it be interesting? Because I've always had this weird idea in my head, like a separate league. You know what I mean? Where you can almost like in the sense where like the DH, it's only in one league and one is the other. But I was even like, obviously, like, what happens if there's a league where they let everybody take steroids? Everybody can take.
I'm so down.
Like one league. Bats. Yeah, like one league. Aluminum bats and steroids
and lighter balls, dude. They would just
tennis
literally.
Yeah, like. Dude. Do you think of all these guys in there, and they didn't do that? Like those ratings wouldn't be beating out regular baseball ratings.
They most definitely would.
They would, because people would want to see this. Like, even the traditionalists that us were like, no, I want to see the right way.
I
And
also
the right
wanna
way.
see them
But
play-
I also want to see a dude hit a ball 700 feet, down the hill at Dodger Stadium. Like, that is also entertaining.
He hit my car with that home
Giancarlo.
run.
Yeah, I remember when Giancarlo Stanton hit that ball out of Dodger
Yeah,
Stadium.
can you imagine?
Crazy.
You can imagine Stanton on juice with an aluminum bat.
Yeah.
Where's that ball going to go? He's going to hit the Think Blue sign.
Yeah, right. I remember that.
Resurrect it.
Right? They're going to build it back just so you can knock it
I
down.
remember that home run though. It was like saw that ball. I was like, oh crap, that's out. And you just turn around and looks like that's.
Yeah, I know.
That's
I pulled
out.
my neck just like.
There's been a couple down the left field line that go out all the way past the bullpen, which is rough, not too much shallower, but it's over 440 feet.
Yeah.
I seen Justin Upton hit one that was just unreal, and Manny Machado when he was still with the Orioles. But the furthest home run I've ever seen hit between BP and regular season, Mike Trout hit one to dead center, and I swear on everything true, over 500 feet. He hit it past the fence, over the pavilions, and over the batter's eye.
Man, yeah, because that batter's
during
eye is
BP,
far.
and so it makes sense because that's when, like, if you know anything about Dodger Stadium, that's when the jet streams carry out a lot.
Right.
It's warmer, so the balls fly. And dude, he straight hit it out of every fence possible, Dodger Stadium. And I was like, I just remember looking at myself like, wow, if that was a real game, I'd lose my mind.
Yeah, I remember too. Like, I wasn't Trout, but I remember like back in the day when I was little, going to the games with my dad and stuff. We're like, say like, height of the steroid era when Mark McGuire would come into town. Yeah, being in the pavilion when McGuire was taking batting practice, like you didn't even need your glove because everything was going out of the stadium. He was clearing the stadium.
You know what's sneaky, really good at doing that? Matt Holliday.
Same, dude.
Matt Holiday. Matt Holiday could kill it out.
Hated the Cardinals, but
with him
their
and
BP this couple years.
Oh gosh,
filthy.
Yeah, it was gross.
I mean, how many times have we sat in batting practice over the years and just watched some of these balls?
Or even same thing with Bonds and Bonds height, and
how about
everybody would
early
go get red field tickets?
Yeah, and everybody would be out there. Like honestly, the Barry Bonds era of the Giant Dodger rivalry is my personal favorite.
Fun because
Barry
sucks.
Barry sucks. And when he's in left field, and I remember, I don't know if you guys
look back and be like.
Right, and I don't remember if you guys remember this, but there was like when they had the inflatable needles in the pavilion, and they'd be throwing them on the field, and
he would just love it.
Yeah, and he'd just be like,
he's written about it several times. You asked Barry Bonds who his favorite sports fans are. He says Dodger fans because
just let them have it.
They just rip them.
Yeah,
we rip them.
Like there's like let's go Dodgers.
Barry sucks. Let's go Dodgers. Such good times. Like 04, 05.
Yeah, exactly.
Money.
Like that was the prime. Like in the rivalry that we.
Both teams were garbage. It's good times.
Right, and you'd get tickets just to root against Barry Bonds. Like I remember sitting in the pavilion, like just amped, like, oh man, we're gonna let Barry have it today. Like it's just all about Barry coming to left field, and as soon as the walk out the dugout starts, and he's starting to face like walking towards the pavilion, and it was like, boo! It's getting all crazy and like it's just rowdy.
And this is when the pavilion was crazy.
Yeah, this is back when it was like crazy.
This was back when they didn't serve alcohol.
Yeah, it was so bad that they didn't serve alcohol.
Yeah,
we were like, until what, 2014?
No, it was like 2000.
No, when they opened up for us. Was it
what do you
14?
mean, for alcohol
when they
or
connected
the
stadium?
2013?
No,
2014. It was 2014.
Yeah,
for sure.
It was before the stadium series for sure.
Yeah. So 2014, we were basically in the pavilion.
Yeah, you're
jailbirds.
You're like landlocked.
We're
just stuck in there.
We're stuck.
2013 season was the last one, for sure.
And you're stuck in there, and like we said, they weren't serving alcohol, so like you figure everybody was crazy, and unless they were getting drunk in the parking lot, like it was just like it was hard to describe.
Yeah, they didn't serve alcohol. They didn't give us alcohol until like 2012 or 2013 again.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even in the things. You had to go walk to the fence, and there was a guy with a little like margarita kiosk.
Yeah, the little stands right there.
Shout out to Sal.
But the only good thing about being locked down in the pavilion, we were able to have the whole pavilion for ourselves for batting practice.
And that's what I miss so much. Oh my god, dude, going to BP now is just not the same because you
everyone's
got
in
people
there?
sitting in top deck coming in for BP. I'm like, bro, no. That was part of my admission to left field.
That's my privilege.
Enjoy being closer to the dugouts. I'm gonna enjoy getting home runs later, dude.
Yeah,
I'm gonna enjoy only one place to eat.
Yeah, I'm
the whole game.
Enjoy my
Dodger
dog and popcorn.
Right, just basic stadium foods. You guys have your
Carl's
fancy food, the
Jr.
Carl's Jr.'s over there.
If you ever go to the pavilion, you'll see that there's basically only 2 kiosks down there underneath.
Yeah,
that was our all of ours.
Yeah, that's all.
We're all family.
That's all we're stuck to.
And only one gift shop because I was,
Yeah,
you
that
know,
little
Top
gift shop.
Deck.
Yeah.
Top Deck at the top of the park store.
And
We're
we
like,
had the gift shop that had all the other stuff.
But
right?
those were the good old days, and they were so much fun.
So much fun. I wish we can go back to those days, bro.
Right?
Everybody was
the
family.
nostalgia is so hard. Right now.
Wait. You rather go back to the days where like everything was locked?
Yes,
In a weird way,
Yes,
yeah.
yeah.
In a weird way, yes. In a weird way, no.
Yeah,
because
weird way,
it is
yes and
cool
no.
also now being able to go
I
around
can
to the
walk all the way
different...
to Top
Yeah,
Deck,
of
get some
course.
nachos in a hat, and walk back down to my seat. Just go.
Or yeah, like try to like, you know, like now with the bar stools and stuff like that and
Yeah.
all that
Oh,
fun
dude, so
stuff.
fun.
Yeah.
That's obviously
I
way
watched
fun
the
now.
World Series from a bar stool.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
I watched the whole playoffs, I think.
Yeah, from a bar stool.
16 from a bar stool.
So like fun fact, like it was cool because you could get escorts. I don't know if you guys knew this, but you could get escorts.
Yeah, to go buy
food if
yeah.
you were a season ticket holder. So you'd get your card, and security would like
Oh, yeah.
check you into
I
the
just
other
want
side
to
of
get
the
some
stadium.
garlic fries,
Bro,
man.
I just need to get a Dr. Pepper and a nice
I just
like
want a double Western
turkey
cheeseburger.
sandwich. Yeah, exactly.
And it was also nice that we knew all the security guards back
because
in the
they
day.
were always like, yeah,
We're
dude,
always
come
the
on.
same one, same ushers every
And
single
now
time.
they rotate them, and if any Dodgers brass listens to this, maybe not now, but in a year I know you will. Stop rotating ushers and stop rotating security guards. I know why you guys do it, and it's fantastic, but we'd like to have our family back. Back in the day, man, we'd see the same security guards. We'd have a good time with them, man. It was just nice to see everybody, and now you see someone new every week or two, and it's just kind of like, I don't know you. This is one less person to be friendly with. It just kind of
And you would build friendships over the course of the
Yeah.
season and stuff like that.
Sergio, the
Yeah.
security guard,
Yeah.
Larry was
Yeah.
there, Michelle, all those people
know.
were so great, and now I don't even see them anymore.
Yeah.
And then like, what happened to them? And they're like, oh, they sent them up to the
Yeah,
reserve.
they're top deck, like
I know.
Jesus.
They're out of
Exactly.
reserve right now. You're just like, oh, I guess I'm never seeing them again.
Say a prayer for him.
Remember
It's
when-
like you're top deck, and Mike Servant
Shout
goes,
out to our friend Patrick. Patrick.
Yep, when they sent Patrick to
Right field pavilion.
right field pavilion.
Yeah.
Everybody was all
You know,
upset.
Yeah.
It's like,
Bring
what are
back
you
Patrick,
doing?
dude. Remember the Bring Back Patrick movie? We want Patrick.
You could tell all of us sat in the pavilion for all of our.
I think,
Shout out Patrick.
I think our favorite my favorite Patrick moments were like a 15-inning game and it was getting out.
And then Patrick would come out of nowhere, and all you hear is like the 5 people left in the crowd start the Patrick sucks. Patrick sucks shit.
He was working in the field level and we started chanting
Patrick sucks?
Patrick, why are you doing that to us?
Yeah, we want Patrick or Patrick sucks or the swag chant, bro.
Shout out to Patrick.
Bro, Patrick, what's good, bro?
P Moss.
Friend
We
of the
miss you, Patty.
podcast.
You ever
Definite
see
fan.
Patrick Moss? He's also a team bobblehead. Do you remember the big Dodger bobblehead?
What?
So some of the Sucios, which was like a little part of
Yeah,
the
yeah,
season
yeah.
ticket holders, which I was a part of. We have our own little stupid jerseys. If you ever see us, what's good? We used to have fun there. We saw Patrick all the time, and then they started 2014 season. They started giving these little mascots for Dodgers players with no name or anything, but it'd be a guy in a big Dodgers suit, and it was this black dude, and Patrick is African American. And so we deemed that guy Patrick's bobblehead.
Oh yeah.
So we'd be like,
Is
Patrick.
it the one that looks like Puig?
Yeah, so it looks like Puig.
Yeah.
So we'd be like, Patrick, it's your bobblehead. You guys got to get a picture. So somewhere there's a picture of Patrick with his bobblehead doing the whole
This is
it's
animation.
so good, bro. It was like, Patrick, you worked so hard, bro. You finally got your own bobblehead, guy. It's great.
I mean, really has been the fun pavilion nostalgic hour.
Yeah.
It has been, right?
Back
Okay.
in my day,
Best
the pavilion.
Back in my day, the Dodgers sucked. You could buy one
Since we're
seat and take a
talking-
nap in your whole row.
Since we're talking about our own nostalgia, what are some of your favorite opening day memories or traditions we've done over the years?
Ooh. I mean, you guys can, that's all you.
I mean, honestly, there's so many.
I know.
There's always so many, but
Yeah.
one that has stuck out recently when Kershaw hit that bomb against
Oh,
the Giants.
Oh my
I think that's
God.
my favorite opening day moment of all time.
Yeah,
That's probably the
Kershaw-
biggest moment I regret missing
Kershaw
out.
was
Yeah.
pitching a gem that day too.
Eighth inning.
Eighth
Yeah, it was an
inning.
eighth
He had
inning
like
he did it.
75 pitches.
I think we were at that game.
Yeah,
we were at that. Yeah.
75 pitches, 2 hits. It's 0-0 going to bottom 8.
George Contos.
George Contos coming
What's
in
up,
the game.
dude?
Should have never took
Solid.
out Matt Cain that game, but he took him out. First pitch, fastball. Kershaw hits.
To center.
At his
Dead
only.
center.
That's
And his
still his
only
only
home run.
Only home run.
That was crazy. I can't believe.
Game-winning home run.
I just remember leaving like, wow, Kershaw did everything.
That was the Kershaw game.
Yeah, that was
And
Kershaw's
then the
prime
next
right there.
Kershaw game was no hitter. Pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, that one will probably still jump. The no hitter's
Yeah.
probably still
Dude.
bigger deal, but as far as opening day goes, that was still.
That was my first official year as a season ticket holder too. That opening day. Yeah, and I sold that ticket because I just got a new job down in Long Beach, so I couldn't leave it. But I sold it for $125 for one seat, so I made $100 on my ticket.
The guy who went to the game was like, I just paid $125, but I'm never gonna forget Kershaw's
Yeah, and I was like, that's cool. And I went the next
run.
night, and they got blown out by the Rockies or the Giants or something. Yeah, the Giants killed them, dude.
You're just like,
what are some of the traditions we've done? So we've done like parks, tailgating in the park before.
Yeah, we go to the park.
Before security has blocked out all the things.
Yeah, that's no longer a thing.
So the park's no longer thing?
The parks get closed down now.
Yeah.
Bruh.
And there used to be all the parks in a little area. Like you can visit all the little parks surrounding the stadium, and there'd be like parties and stuff like that, and low riders, and like it'd be all crazy.
We'd have cornhole games, play ultimate frisbee.
Yeah, they're strict on it, and now there's just like the horseback police going around and stuff like that, just patrolling the parks, and they're strict on it.
Even to the point is where we usually park for games.
Yeah.
They closed that off, and we can't even park there.
Yeah, you have to go inside now, or just
don't blow up the spot, Bustos.
I'm not blowing up the spot.
Don't say where it's at. That's still our spot.
Sorry, we love you guys, but you're not getting our season ticket secrets. But I must say, the Dodger Stadium Express is becoming more important now, as well as Ubering and taking taxis. So, the last season, the one game we went to, because we were living in the Bay Area, sadly still. The one home game we went to, we took Dodger Stadium Express, bro. Mm-hmm. It was, it was after 4:30. We can't go to BP. Screw it. Take Dodger Stadium Express. No stress. I'm just chilling the whole
Honestly,
time.
the Express is good going to the game, but leaving, if you're not right away in that line,
I will give you that secret.
You gotta wait in line.
Ninth inning, you run to your Dodger Stadium Express spot.
Yeah.
Or get seat in the left field pavilion, and you can get out of there really quick right after the game.
That's exactly.
Yeah,
if you're sitting in
outfield, you can't linger at all. If you even linger a little bit, you're gonna be stuck in a line that's
about an hour and a
half. Yeah, days long.
You might as well just wait and walk around and take a tour, try to meet some players.
You're faster walking back to Union Station at that point.
What if you're stuck at
Hey, get a little Lime S scooter, bro.
Oh, you're screwed.
Just get a line.
If you're at top deck, you might as well walk down to the Sunset Boulevard and catch a bus going back.
No, seriously,
Yeah,
you just
you're
like
better
just
off.
jump on it back.
Just grab onto someone's bumper leaving the stadium.
But yeah, so going back to what you were saying though, about opening day traditions, what used to be hanging out with you guys, playing cornhole, having a couple drinks of water.
And we had a good number of us doing
Dude, it was
what,
nice.
20 of us? 20, 25 of us?
Oh, dude, maybe even 30. And like the thing was, it wasn't like when you have season tickets, right? You don't all sit next to each other, so you say each other hi before the games, in between innings, whatever. Sometimes, but that was the one time where every little group of us in left field would all hang out and be talking and just so good to see you, man. It's been 5-6 months.
Get there at 6:30 in the morning for a 1 o'clock game. I remember I actually got there for that Brian Stowe game where it was a 5 o'clock game. Got there at 7 in the morning
for
the
5 o'clock opening
day all around.
Yeah,
so sad.
That was a long day. 7 a.m. Got there just for tailgating.
Dude, that would have been so drunk.
And that honestly, that was obviously we're not going to jump into the Brian Stowe subject.
Yeah.
Very touchy. Sad circumstances would happen, but the reason it was a 5 o'clock game was because ESPN wanted them
to be a primetime.
Because the Giants just won the World Series.
To
be a primetime, game. So having that in mind, that was an extra 4 hours
of drinking
that people had before they got into the stadium.
It was
if
bad,
you don't think that factored into everything that happened,
absolutely did. People that would just be normally buzzed or a little drunk were now trashed entering the stadium.
Going into the game just like demolished.
It was bad.
Never.
That was just bad news all over.
It was one of those things. I'm glad he's alive. I'm glad he's recovering, and I'm glad that they have a lot more security there. We won't talk about specifics. It's, anybody getting beat with an inch of their life for whatever reason is sad and not necessary.
Honestly, like that's the Dodger Stadium's version of 9/11.
Yeah.
You know, you have the United States pre 9/11 and post 9/11.
The shoes and your
there's two different United States pre and post. That's Dodger Stadium's version.
Yep.
Pre Brian Stowe.
You could bring anything into the stadium. Post Dodger Stadium, now you can only bring
walking back to the car. It's like pitch black. The parking lots are dark.
And now there's lights everywhere.
Now you can never see nothing back in the day.
Yep.
Before that, it was like so dark. You were like, where did I park?
It was dark. Where did I park?
What's going on? Where am I?
Who's behind me?
Yeah, it's a
tree. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that guy staring? Oh no,
it was a ghost.
It's just a tree.
I just remembered how dark it was. And we would never park in the stadium. We'd have to.
Yeah, and you can walk down the pitch black hills and stuff like
no,
that. I hope this car doesn't hit me.
Exactly.
Hug the shoulder.
It's still bad today where you still gotta be careful.
But now, so now they have the temporary lights and there's constant cops on bikes
which
or
is nice.
cars.
Totally cool.
Yeah, and I'm not against that. Like I'm still for that. For
Shout out. I hope you guys enjoy. I like the cop. We have some pretty cool officers
Yeah,
that
there
come
are
to the
some-
games, getting their paycheck. Shout out to
and they're very good
to
guys.
a couple of Officer Dougs out there. If you ever run into an Officer Doug, they're awesome.
Yeah.
I mean,
I won't give too many details on them.
yeah, it's definitely obviously for the better. Like you can see how it was dangerous before and how it's gotten better. It's unfortunate that had to
Unnecessary
happen
evil.
to that for that to be the way now. But I mean, like not
The
mad
fan
at it for
experience is
happening.
great. It's nice if people feel safe, as they should. It's a sporting event.
And it's a family.
fun.
Yeah, it's a family thing.
Yeah.
And the pavilion itself, I feel like also has changed overall. Like the whole like
Atmosphere.
It does still get very rowdy in the pavilion, and we still see fights.
Rows X through Z up in the top.
Yeah. If you got the awning over here,
be careful.
Be careful.
Don't sit there.
There used to be a fight every single game.
Yeah, and it would always be rowdy.
Take
money.
But nowadays, it's maybe once a week, once a stand, once a.
And
maybe.
it depends on who we're playing. Yeah.
Exactly.
If it's a rivalry game, okay, maybe.
Yeah, but
Like
Angels,
if we're playing the
Dodgers.
Giants, yeah.
Under
Angels,
over 2 fights, Dodgers, Angels.
or the weird interleague time where we'll get the the Yankees or the Red Sox. Those rare times, like just because there's so many
you mean
other.
this year?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
We
mean,
get the Yankees here.
By the
like
way,
when you get the weird opposing fans that we never see, but there's just a lot of them, so there's gonna be a fight.
Cubs.
Cubs.
but-
Oh,
yeah.
mouth.
Yeah, I mean, we all know like who it is and stuff like that, but like I feel like
There's
those
also-
numbers have gone way down.
Yeah, because I think people understand, but there's also an etiquette. Like we've all gone and watched multiple of our teams on the road.
Yeah.
There's an etiquette you got to keep, and it's a respectful thing. When you're on the road, you shouldn't ever say anything bad about the home team. You should just be, hey, let's go Dodgers, let's go Kings. Shouldn't be, yeah, Giants suck, and then you wonder why someone's getting mad at you. You're being disrespectful.
Yeah. As my dad likes to say, don't rock the boat. He's like, you rock the boat, you get thrown overboard.
That's a really good saying.
But as we're the fan, if we go somewhere else to a different stadium, I mean, we get the same draft, right? I mean,
But that's
They
what he's
think
saying.
it's a
Like,
thug Dodger fan, so that's why
Yeah.
whenever we go out, I think and that's why like the Pantone group is sick.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. Like I love that Alex is a really nice guy, the founder of Pantone, a season ticket holder, really cool
Right.
guy, and I'm really proud of what he's done in the last 5-6 years. But I always worry about people bringing the flag and stuff, how it's going to rub people the wrong way. I, as a fan, think it's awesome. I have so much fun
course, yeah.
going to AT&T Park with hundreds, if not thousands, of other fans and starting a "Let's Go Dodgers" chant.
Right.
But I also know, maybe there's that harm or hurt the rep. So, anybody who's going to a Dodger game this year on the road, I want to say, be an ambassador of our city and our team and show people, hey, you know what? I like to have fun. I like to be loud and proud. I cheer for home runs and strikeouts. But you know what? I'm respectful of the game. I respect your home. I respect your stadium.
Start a conversation with them.
Yeah, you're all
friendly,
family. This is all one country. We're all family.
The one thing we're there at the stadium for is to root for our team, and we love baseball.
Yeah, all 50,000 of us, no matter what team you're cheering for.
we're not real hooligans. We just play one on TV.
No, you're right. And that's my point, Josh. You escape your family problems, your work problems, your health problems, whatever, and you're there for 3-4 hours, and you're watching all the same thing you love. I've met people. How many people have I or you or Josh have made friends? Banger have made friends with people from halfway across the world, and now you see them on Facebook. I've added people I have a friend in Korea that I friended up because he came and see Ryu.
Friend in Netherlands.
Yeah,
over
dude.
time.
You guys,
Me too. Friend in Germany. Like, it's crazy.
This segment just has ended so beautifully. Like, I just want you guys to know we just got
Where's
so
the
small
Titanic
world.
song?
Like, this is just beautiful. Like, I don't want to get emotional right now, guys. Hold on, boost us. I don't want to get emotional right now, but baseball is beautiful. Like,
America's game.
It's America's game. It's the world's game. It brings everyone together.
I love baseball nights.
I just want to tell you guys I love baseball. Baseball's been very, very good to me.
Okay, to end this show, let's make some bold predictions for this baseball season.
Ooh, bold predictions. Okay.
We also have a game.
Oh, yeah, we have a game too.
So we have a game. But what you were going to say is I think that we were talking about starting lineups. Totally forgot about
I want to
it.
make your bold prediction of
My bold prediction. So
wins and who's going to be the team MVP.
Dodgers will finish this season with 93 wins. The team MVP will be Walker Buehler.
Ooh.
And what else was the other thing? Anything else? Okay. Oh, what was it? You talked about something, a breakout season before, right?
Yeah, that's our breakout season too.
I think breakout season, I got to go with my guy, Julio. I want him to have his year where he establishes himself as a top 5 starter on this team. I'm going very pitching heavy with that one, though.
Banger, who do you think? MVP, breakout star? How many wins we have this year?
Wins. Let's go with an 87 wins.
Whoa, we're not making the playoffs? 87 is not going to get us in the playoffs.
We would.
No, 87 is
Wild
not going
card.
to get us in the playoffs. Yeah.
We're gonna fight for it, dude. All right.
87. Okay. Hey, it's gonna be a very even year.
It's gonna be. We're gonna fight for this one, all right? Because at the end of the day, when we get to where we need to get,
Yep.
let's kill the scene.
So 87. Who's gonna be your breakout guy, and who's the MVP of the team?
MVP. You know what? I like Jock, man. Jock Peterson.
Yeah, he's gonna turn it around.
He's going to learn how to hit lefties and be an everyday starter.
Jock Peterson, man.
I like
you know
it.
what? I've
That's-
always liked the
that's
guy.
sick.
I've always liked the guy.
Yeah.
So
There's
Dude,
nothing not
Jock's
to like
great.
about him.
Other than him not hitting. Like
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Deej.
I think we're gonna have. I'm gonna say 162 wins.
wow.
Maybe 0 losses.
We're taking your records
Zero.
now, Mariners.
Realistically,
0 losses.
we want under 62 wins. Realistically,
No, it's probably gonna be. I think like around 100 wins again.
Wow.
I feel like we're gonna still continue on. I mean, because I don't think the NL West has gotten
You
all
think
too
we're
much
gonna go
better.
162?
Yeah.
162 no, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, who's your MVP and who's going to be your breakout
MVP
star?
this year? I think I'm also gonna go Walker Buehler just because. I mean, I feel like he's just gonna have, and he's also gonna have a breakout. I know he's already technically broken out, but I still think he's
that
gonna
can
hit
be-
another level.
This is his coming out
Yeah,
party.
exactly. He's still gonna hit another level, and then by the end of the year, it's gonna be definitive that he's our ace. He's our guy. I mean, it's already debatable right now with Kershaw and Buehler, obviously, but I think he's just gonna set it, and he's gonna start the next generation of the Dodgers and stuff. And also possibly surprise pick, who I personally kind of want, DJ Peters. I think he's gonna get called up sometime during the season, and I think he's just gonna have that classic Dodger call-up story, and he's just gonna crush it. It's gonna be hot for a month.
We have some
and-
good call-up stories.
yeah, just like that's a reoccurring theme. Yeah,
So
that's
I
just a Dodger thing.
I'm very similar to your prediction. 99 wins. I think 99 is going to be.
It's
a
that
good
one game that we disagreed on.
Yeah,
There's one game.
I actually think Turner's going to have another MVP.
He is hot right now too.
Yeah, he's going to have
and
another.
so hot.
He's going to have
So
another
hot right
MVP
now.
year. And I'm going to go with a little bit of a dark horse, but all the
Willie
all the
Calhoun?
prospects. Former Texas Ranger.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
going to go with Dustin May.
Wow.
Ooh.
Okay.
I think Dustin May is going to be called up
Okay.
midway through this year because I think we're going to have more injury problems more than I like.
It's the Dodgers. We
Yeah.
always.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
I think Dustin May is going to come up and tear it up when he comes up halfway.
Not
through
go
the
back
season
down.
and not go back down.
Wow,
I like that prediction. It's very bold.
so brave.
And fun fact: Dodgers lead the league, or like top 3 or 5 in the league every year in injuries. You get like game man's lost.
And
It's
we're
unreal.
still top team in the league. Like
That's why-
the depth.
That's
Unreal.
why Friedman's great at times because he knows where to find the depth.
Hey, buddy, come over here for $4 million. I got you.
I got you, bro. Don't even worry. All right. This week's question of the week is: what's your best excuse you've used to get out of work to go to a game? Originally, the question was going to be opening day specific, but Instagram only lets us put so many characters, so I had to delete opening day down to game.
There you
So
go.
we ended up going with that. But not
you-
not as big of a turnout as last week,
Have
but
you
we
used
did
any?
get a lot. Yeah, what
Have
your
I
guys'
used any?
Unfortunately, I have not. I've only called in sick twice, and I was sick really bad those days. So
It's
I've
not
never
true
used it.
because his coworkers listen to this, so he's playing it safe right now. That's what he's doing.
Well,
from
but the truth is,
But I was sick, guys. I
Yeah,
was really sick
bro.
those times.
I
when
I
have-
had
was out.
pneumonia
I have-
and the flu.
I
It
have
just
the
happened
best-
to be opening day.
I have the best coworkers, so they'll let me get the days off that I need to attend
That's
baseball
awesome.
games.
Shout out to Josh's coworkers.
Wow.
My old job, I definitely called out, I think, like 6 times one season. And I was like,
Damn,
I'm
Ray,
sure
you're
they
so sick.
knew where I was, but I was like, yeah, I just got a doctor's appointment. Just gotta
Gotta
yeah,
take
I'm
care of
sorry,
those
man.
things.
I gotta check out my blood levels and see what my cholesterol's at. No, hey, I'm at the Dodgers Indians
Right.
game. What? That's so weird.
On the businessman special Wednesdays.
Yeah, but yeah, I definitely called. I think the best one I called out for was I think I said my tire went out and I can't afford AAA at the moment. And the funniest thing was I worked for AAA.
Wow.
So that one's pretty bad.
Like if you guys just gave me some AAA, I would
So
have
I was
had
like,
this
yeah,
problem.
and I was like, oh, I also have a sinus infection, so I just can't do it.
I thought they were gonna be like, send me a picture of your tire.
Banger.
Like,
Yeah, dude.
Google fucking tire.
Stabs tire.
As far as I go, calling out, I'll just call it in. I'm sick. I'm not feeling so good.
Hold on, Pedro. I'm making a call. Hold on.
In the background. Yeah, I don't think I've ever.
Charge.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever really called out for a game. I just I know how far in advance opening day is, so
Well,
I've already made that plan.
So I'm the only asshole. Sweet.
Okay,
Yeah,
so what do the fans?
But the fans, on the other hand,
say?
Join Hooligan Ray on the dark side.
Right? Yeah, they're not so honest.
Dodgers over work.
So
Kings over
So let's
work.
guys remember which one we like.
Oh yes, I got the list here.
We're
gonna do it again.
actually gonna choose it this time. No random.
Ooh, I like it.
All right, so let's just jump into it. Nash Daddy 23 wrote, "My son is extremely sick, has a fever of 104.1." So he used his son as the excuse.
Always good to use your kids.
Right,
as
someone
excuse.
else, and that's good because you can bounce back. Like, oh, I could be there the next day because you yourself weren't sick. Like, oh no, don't worry, my wife's watching him today.
Yeah, don't worry, guys.
He got fixed. Barry Badrinath. Sorry, this is really small. He just wrote, "Dude, it's a Kings game." All right.
Hey,
True.
dude, if you're honest with your
True.
employer like that, you got some big old
Right.
eggs there.
Krista Bug wrote, "My aunt had a baby. We went to the Dodgers Cubs NLCS game instead." Wow.
Blame
That was
not even
very
blaming your
specific.
immediate family. You blame your aunt.
Right? That was even. Well,
Not
no, it
blame
sounds
your
like she actually had the baby, and instead of going
Oh,
to
actually-
the
Well, use your
hospital or whatever,
aunt
they went to the game.
Savage.
Yeah.
I like it, Krista.
like that one too.
Nate'stagram 12 wrote, "I have tickets to Game 5 of the 14 Stanley Cup Finals," and he told him, "I won't be coming in. Find someone to cover." I mean,
That's some boss shit.
yeah,
Wow.
that's understandable,
That's-
Hey,
especially
by
in
the
the
way,
finals.
by the way, I don't give a heck about my employer. The Kings
Right.
are going to win the Stanley Cup, and I'm going to see Ray in there at some point.
Let's see. Moonlight Jack wrote, "Hey, I need to go to a game before I claim stress leave."
Stress leave. Stress leave. That's
I
always
like
a good
that
excuse
one.
now, especially nowadays. Like my job's too stressful.
Ooh, I need a
I'm causing
nap.
too much stress in my life. I need some break. I need time off.
Michaela Hasselkus wrote, "I'm not old enough to work."
Oh.
Oh, well, at least you can go. So call it a school.
That's a
right?
ditch school day.
school
Ditch
ditch.
school. It should have been
Go
the
to
same
school,
thing.
ditchers.
Greg 00011 wrote, "I have a family emergency and I need to watch my nephew."
Hell yeah.
That's a good one.
That works.
Hockey Nerd 1116 wrote, "I have a family emergency or the stomach flu."
Stomach flu is always the
Stomach
best.
flu is like an easy one to use.
Yeah, you
I
can't
I
prove
feel like
it.
that's the
I,
go-to.
I think food poisoning is another one. It's like I got food
Yeah.
poisoning.
Oh, I can't. My
Dude,
stomach.
I ate the worst chicharrones yesterday.
Noah P wrote, "It always has to do with my grandma's health, sadly."
Oh.
All right, that's messed up.
That's-
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not
That
gonna
just
lie.
feels bad.
I know.
That's bad karma
That's
right there.
bad
You
I
can't
really
be-
hope your grandma doesn't have to pay for
And
that.
I hope,
ever.
and I hope your kids uses that excuse.
I feel like
on
Noah
you.
submitted last
Right.
week too. I think
Yeah, I
I
think
remember
Noah
Noah.
was last week
Noah,
for sure.
we got to talk, bud. We got to be cleaned up.
I
and
feel bad for Noah's
We got to
grandma.
give grandma a hug, buddy.
You can't be using grandma
What's
like
going
that,
on?
especially if grandma doesn't know.
What if your grandma's not even alive?
Wow,
And using
Gustavo.
that.
Oh, like mine?
Why- You guys just are trying to make this so dark right now. This is a fun
Play the
segment.
Titanic. Play Titanic.
Like now we're talking about Ray's grandma.
And then I wasn't even alive for them when they were.
They're like,
They died before I was
it's
born.
the phone call of Ray calling out. Hey, work.
Hey
Yeah,
guys,
it's Ray.
Hey guys, it's Ray. My grandma died, and I have to go to the Kings. I have to go
Funeral.
deal with this. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you too. Grandma died 12 years ago.
But I didn't say when.
Yeah, exactly. That's for you, Noah.
Oh, Noah, you're wild. Oh, I didn't mean to play it again. One more time, Noah.
Doing it live.
We'll do it live. Toxic Nation 19 wrote dentist appointment.
That's a good one.
That's always
Yeah.
Because nobody ever like actually goes to the dentist.
But honestly, with those ones, I feel like when you make an appointment, you know in advance when your appointment's gonna be. So to call right before and be like,
You might
I got a
get
dentist
that.
appointment.
Oh, I forgot to tell you. Dentist
my
time.
mind.
I think one time, how we always call in sick, my buddy Wolf, who sits next, our buddy Wolf,
Uh-huh.
got he called in sick.
What's up, Joe?
Joe?
He was on the front page of the.
Oh
LA
yeah,
Times
dude,
for
that was
game.
great for
yeah?
Remember that
And he
Manny
called
game?
out?
Yeah.
He got called out.
for the Manny Ramirez one.
Yeah.
That was so
Did
great.
he get in trouble? Do you know anything about
Yeah,
that?
his boss, his boss was a good guy. He says, "I think you should use a personal day instead." And
Wow.
showed a picture of him
That's
on the
effing
newspaper.
Wolf. You're a freaking legend.
That's a
brother.
legend right
That's
there.
amazing. Love you,
Wow.
buddy.
All right, your sonist wrote, "It's the Stanley Cup. I don't care if you write me up." And we won the first cup.
That's
Nice.
my boy.
Nice.
Work sucks. I know.
Doyerall42 wrote Kings opening night. Let's see. Spencer Slam Official wrote, got a ball early. It's game 5 tonight, and the Kings can clinch the cup. This was in 2004.
I like it.
Martins wrote, I got to go to a game. Elena wrote, went to work, then pretended to go to the restroom to puke so I can ask to leave.
Wait, who was this name?
Elena. Friend of the podcast.
And very good friend of the podcast.
Very cool friend. I think
Tommy
next time.
I think Lucha Tommy knows.
Yeah, Lucha Tommy knows about that one.
Death Bucker wrote, I have IBS and told them I'm having an episode of diarrhea and constipation.
Yes, Death Bucker.
Death Bucker. Randall Scandal wrote, I said I was in a car accident so I could stay home and F my wife.
Oh,
wow.
Wow.
I should have read these before.
I think that deserves a Mike Servant, bro. Holy
Right,
crap,
like-
dude. He's definitely fitting his name, Randall Scandal.
Right?
Holy
He is very
shite.
scandalous.
Hey, sorry, can't go to work. Him and what's the guy from last week? Dirty.
What kind of
Dirty Boys?
Viking
Rob.
Do
Viking
you
Rob.
Google-
Nasty
who's rubbing
boys.
one out.
Do you Google
Nasty
a picture of your
boys.
car, of a car similar to yours in that car accident? Just to
Right,
make
I've
it,
thought of that. Or like just a Google image of a flat tire.
yeah.
You're
Yeah,
just
right.
like,
Yeah.
Hashtag.
just don't reverse image search it.
Hashtag Savage Boys.
Right.
We're starting to set the hashtag, boys. Savage Boys.
The Nasty Boys.
Hooligan Boys.
Wow. There's just too many boys clubs. My Pitiful Life wrote, I have the, and then the poop emoji.
Okay.
I have the.
I can't read this one. Is
Do you want me to read
Need
it?
glasses?
is
Need my
no,
glasses?
like the printer messed it up. I have a printer.
It's a printer. It's a
What's
printer.
the name? What's the name there?
It is belly bleed. Oh, I bleed.
Guys,
Next time we should print these a little bigger.
I can't read
goodness.
it. I can't read
All right.
I bleed
Anyway,
something.
yeah. Eyes bleed uncurable. Wrote bleeding butt couldn't miss playoffs.
Bleeding butt?
Bleeding butt was the answer.
Oh, wow.
I like that one.
Gummy
Sorry,
Bear.
guys, my ass is bleeding. Go Dodgers.
Gummy Bear 86 wrote, I have World Series tickets. Deuces.
Gummy Bear is like
Straightforward.
straight boss status.
100ZQZ001 wrote, no excuse. They already know I go every year.
That's
kind
true.
of
That's like Brewster.
That's
yeah,
it,
that was
yeah.
kind of my answer. Like,
Yeah, they know.
They already
Yeah.
know.
Like,
Oh,
my-
if
my-
you call out, they already know why.
My bosses know. Hey, I'm taking out most of the playoffs off.
All right, Miss Pink 3 actually gave us 3 answers. Fitting username.
Yeah.
Three.
First one was
One entry.
started a new job before opening day, faked a toothache, had to miss 2 days due to wisdom teeth removal, even though those wisdom teeth were removed a long time ago.
That's
Wow,
what I'm
that's
talking. She's
smart.
on the grandma status,
Yeah,
dude.
that's rest in peace, wisdom teeth.
Yeah, right.
And actually, it was only 2 answers. That was just a long answer.
Gotcha.
The other answer was my period just came down really heavy.
Oh.
I personally use that excuse,
Yeah, exactly. Which is believable, man. Those suck.
right? Especially if your boss is a dude. He's like, oh, all
I
right,
don't wanna do this. I'm sorry. I don't have any Motrin.
I'm sorry.
I don't
Sorry.
wanna deal with it.
Jesus.
Just take as much time as
Yeah.
you need.
He pulls a mic servant. I don't have any Motrin. Heavy flow.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
But we'll go with wisdom teeth removal.
Her answer is wisdom teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how awkward it is.
I don't even want to talk about it. Why'd I read it?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh my god. Okay, Ayo Easy wrote, say had to go to the bathroom that day, opening day, and couldn't make it to work.
Okay.
It was a diarrhea.
Diarrhea.
Yeah.
Pepto-Bismol.
Eve 23.
Pepto-Bismol.
Eve 23 wrote, I used the sick excuse. I even had a bottle of water with oatmeal as fake vomit. Yo, that's a good one.
creative.
Big vomit
That's
clutch.
That's creative.
That's commitment.
I
I like that one.
They're like, is
Yeah,
that
definitely.
apple cinnamon?
Nah, it's pear, bro. you
You
smell
eat an
it.
apple before you threw up? What's going on over here?
Yeah, actually, I did. You're really good at that, sicko.
Right. Fresnopser wrote diarrhea.
Diarrhea.
Pepto-Bismol.
Queen Mari wrote religious holiday. Can't question that.
Never.
Yes.
Friend of the podcast.
What's up, Mari?
Also, the name that we had issues with last week that I personally had. Remember, it was Marlene.
Guys, it's
I can't-
Marlene.
It was, yeah, so she let us know that
What's up, Marlene?
that underscore in there was not supposed to be there. That
Thanks
was all
for
one.
listening.
Thank you for listening.
Yeah,
that
right.
was all supposed to be one. So this time, getting it right. Marlene Marie. Correct.
Did she win a shirt last time?
She wasn't a winner, but
Okay.
she did listen in. She was part of it.
She
did let us know.
Marie.
Yeah, just
Marlene
straight
Marie.
butchered her name. Anyway, Marlene Marie wrote, "I had to take my cat to the vet. ... I don't have a cat."
Yes.
I think that's a good one. That's one.
Take
that's
fake cat, take fake vomit. You guys are savage.
Right? That's dedication
Yeah.
right there.
Savage fans.
Think Blue 15, another friend of the podcast, wrote, "Told the truth. Honest.
And fired.
I admire it." She's
Yeah.
like, "I lost my job." Nah. Let's see. Loza Jose wrote, "My wife is having a baby."
Wow.
Was she pregnant?
That was
Not
it. That was
pregnant.
the excuse.
Wait, what was it?
Just my wife was having a baby.
She better be pregnant, bro.
Yeah.
Else they're
Right?
gonna be
Like the
like,
next day, like, "So how'd that baby go?"
yeah, where's your
Wait,
child?
it wasn't ready yet.
That was a lie he had orchestrated 9 months in advance.
And he's like, yeah, it's a dog. She wasn't. Guys, sorry. The dog was. I don't even remember. I was at the game.
I just didn't know how to tell you this.
So that was it.
I lied. Yeah, those were all.
That's all the entries. Okay.
Okay, I know. I like using your pet as an excuse.
I like the fake cat with
Yeah.
Marlene.
Yeah, Marlene for sure is on to the finals.
I like Eve 23's fake vomit.
Big vomit. Yes, I agree.
I'm
with
gonna
that.
go Miss
There's
Pink,
Pink 3. I
3
love the wisdom teeth removal.
and the heavy period. Just
Yeah.
it made me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I had to give her a vote.
Pink
I think
3.
every man in the world even if you're like comfortable with periods and stuff, you're still gonna be like, oh, sorry, okay. Here's some cookies.
Is there any-
Here's some
there was
Motrin.
anything else that stood
Here's a
out?
warm blanket. God bless.
Also, one that stood
Feel
out
better.
was Noah
Yeah, no.
because he used his grandma.
Yeah.
And then we had our whole
Noah's a savage.
Yeah.
bro.
the whole.
Grandma.
It just got emotional
Okay,
for a
I
second.
think for sure that's. Is there any more?
Yeah, I think those were the ones.
I like
Those were the
definitely.
ones. Those were the
I
ones.
like the Mayan had a baby for Krista Bug.
Eh,
That was funny.
it was funny, but I like the other four.
Bleeding butt. That one kind of stood
Bleeding-
out. Specifically, yeah, I think that.
What about Randall, bro, with the broken car? Sorry, guys, my car broke. Oh, my God. Randall Scandal and Viking Rob, bro. You guys need to get a beer sometime.
Yeah,
Randall Scandal.
Randall Scandal's in the Nasty Boys Club.
Nasty Boys Club for
Yeah.
life membership, by the way.
I mean,
You're
We're
not out
just
of this.
every week we're just gonna be adding members to the Nasty
Yeah,
Boys
I'm
Club.
actually gonna write out a Nasty Boy Club, and you get a free Hooligan sticker. That's the Nasty Boys Club right there.
Straight Nasty
I'm
Boys.
the president.
So how many finalists did we
I
have?
think it was 4.
President and CEO of the Nasty Boys.
Yeah, right. So I got Marlene Marie with the take fake hat. We got Eve 23 with the fake vomit bottle. That one's really good. Miss Pring 3 with the wisdom teeth removal, and then we had Noah with grandma.
Okay, so final 4.
We had choose.
Final 4.
Who were we choosing?
So
How
do we
many
choose
winners?
it? Do we random it?
Who
Do
were we
you-
how many people were we choosing to win?
Well, how about we just say a name? Like,
honestly, we did 4 last week. We could do 4 this week. We'll just let all these 4. They can take it. Honestly,
guys win.
Yeah, those are the 4 that
Perfect.
stuck out.
Perfect.
Is there applause we can do? Like, yeah, we
There's
got
like,
some right
yeah.
there, right? Shouts out Marlene, Eve, Miss Pink, and Noah.
So yeah, like last week, DM us. Let us know that you're one of the winners. Let us know your info, what shirt you want, what size you are, your address. We'll work out all those fun little details. And yeah, thanks for playing. Next week, same thing. Another question of the week. We'll do this thing every week, trying to, you know what I mean, have some fun. Just do it.
This is for you guys.
Yeah.
It's a LA thing. We want everybody to be in this.
it's an
together.
LA thing.
It's
We're
an
all in
LA
this
thing.
together.
Oh, please don't start with that song.
So
By the way, I just have a question for all my silly guys here, the hooligans.
the silly
What's-
boys. That's
what's-
my club.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Hee hee. Who's gonna win opening day, and what's the final score gonna be?
Oh, this sounds
And
like.
actually,
Is this
what-
a lock of the week?
I feel like if Bustos
Bold
lock of the
prediction?
week,
Is this the
My
worst
bold
prediction?
prediction of the week?
and also Bustos, what is Ryu's line gonna be?
Ooh, this is a booster question
Yeah,
right
it's
here.
against Arizona
Booster
Diamondbacks.
questions.
We're playing Arizona. We're going to go 6 solid innings,
Okay.
1 earned run
Okay.
with 5 Ks.
How many hits does he give up?
5.
Okay. 1 run, 5 hits, 5 earned. Any walks?
Well, one
One earned. Sorry, one earned.
I don't want
written down.
5.
5 walks. You said.
Yes. Oh, no. 5 Ks.
5 Ks. Sorry, 5 strikeouts. Cool. Any walks?
Just say 1.
1. Cool.
All right, that was Bustos.
And
lock.
And the Dodgers
predicting
win.
A 7-2 win.
I like it.
That was Bustos lock of the week.
Bustos
right
lock
there.
of the week.
That was Bustos
DJ,
official.
do you want to get in this lock?
I don't think I do. I really don't.
Banger.
I
Any
I'll pass on
predictions?
this lock as
Are the
well.
Dodgers gonna win?
I'm just
with my boy Bustos right here.
I'm sticking
just
to my
said
lock
ditto.
of the week.
Ditto. Always.
Bias.
Pedro Baez is 9 innings of no-hit baseball.
Yeah, Biles will get in there, hit,
Yeah.
strike 3 guys out.
He's gonna come in as the opener, and then he's just gonna pitch so well. He's gonna stay the whole game and
my
just.
God, yeah.
say,
I think Bustos is onto something. I'll throw in 2 walks and 1 earn.
How many Ks?
I think he gets 6 Ks, and I think he goes 6 1/3. That's it.
Dodgers win.
All right.
Dodgers win. Dodgers win 5-2.
Man, I like these predictions, guys. So
Okay, guys. Thanks for.
yeah, so I think
Listening.
that's
I think that's wrapping it up.
that's a wrap on this episode number 2. Thank you everybody for once again
Thank
being here along with this wonderful ride with us through.
Make sure you subscribe and download.
Yeah,
to
don't
all
if you're
the
not already
channels.
subscribing, we appreciate your subscribing, following. If you're watching on YouTube, if not, just
YouTube, Spotify, SoundCloud,
everything,
Apple iTunes,
all that
Add it to
fun
your favorite.
stuff.
Make comments.
Yep, and also you can follow us on Instagram. We always post the handles. We'll have it on here. We all have it, on there. We'd love to interact with everybody, so feel free to hit us up.
And shout out to Tommy for being here for this wonderful podcast. I'm
Yeah.
glad you're able to make it after all. through all
Mystery
of
Man
that.
Tommy, we appreciate your
You
input,
really-
man, and you look good with that Rams
Yeah.
lucha hat.
Like
You're
it
the
is a
legend.
good look. Like we've been meaning to talk to him about
I think
that.
Tommy actually needs to wear it every time now.
Just so we know it's him.
Yeah, Rams guy.
Is that Rams Tommy wearing his lucha mask again? He's gonna become a super fan.
You're like, I saw, dude. And
Stop.
anyways, guys, thank you and good night. Good day.
Good night, guys.
Young Metro, don't trust you, I'm gonna shoot you. Beautiful morning, you're the sun of my morning bed.
This is like, what's happening?
And I told you.